Warm greetings from the high tent. It is Everyday Shenanigans, and thanks for joining me during this late live. I pondered about whether I wanted to come on tonight. I always confer with my mod, Miss Crystal, before I go live because I like to get her input on things pertaining to a case that I'm talking about. Hi, Dime a Dozen. Baby, you know you faithful. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I always try to give other people play. How you doing, Night Owl? That's on live, not to be, trying to bogart the system with different people going live talking about, the same subject matter. But I was trying to watch other content before I decided to come on to go live because I like to, watch a little bit of this and that, see what's going on. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I've got 24 viewing. Thank you all so much. This is going to be a live pertaining to the topic of Gernon and the Doppelganger of Darryinn'S Brown. I will get to that commentary in just a second, but I want to address something first before I go into my commentary. Hello, Air Force. How you doing? Thank you. 3 mods on deck. The only 3 that I have thus far. Thank you all so much. I want to say this to you all. I want to thank those who are actually loyal to the Queen, those who follow my content. They watch my content. They stay in the know of what I talk about on my channel. And I want to thank you. Dime a Dozen, thank you. You always pop up as soon as I hit the live button. Amen. Thank you, lady. What I want to say, and I'm tired of having to say this in my lives, and I never had this problem up until I talked about Cal City. I was a regular Joe on YouTube, still a regular Joe. I am in no way in the masses of people like Tasha K and those type of entities that's on YouTube that have a high subscription, high viewing rate. I'm just a regular person. But one thing I am is I'm faithful about my business. I'm no static. I'm no fluff. And if you watch my content and you get to know who I am, you'll know that about the Queen. What I don't like is the bullshit that I've had to deal with since dealing with Cal City. It's one thing listening to, nasty commenters coming in, trying to tell me about what I'm talking about when they don't know anything about the story or the people immersed in the story. Then you went over to my IG, disrespecting my IG account when that wasn't what that IG account was for. That IG originally was for letting people call in because I had not had the StreamYard set up. But you violated that because you're ignorant and a buffoon. You go from channel to channel hopping. Shit don't go your way over here. And you go carry your tail over there, throwing my name in there alongside the YouTube tubers who want to throw a Queen under the bus but don't know the Queen. So y'all were tit for tat. Now you started it again with going over to somebody else's channel, throwing my name in their chat. They're not even discussing me. They don't even know me. But you could not wait. Yeah, Tina, I'm talking about you. Or Becky or Brittany or whatever the hell your name is. To tell that lady, oh, she blocked me. Here come another heifer. Oh, she blocked me. I don't owe nobody an explanation about anything that I do over here. Because I'm meticulous in what I do over here. And there's always a reason for the season. Know that. Know that. And what you think I have done, maybe somebody else did it. But you don't go to another channel throwing my name in somebody's chat when I'm not the subject matter. And first of all, I should never be the subject matter. Because then that means you're making a video off the Queen, and that means you owe me something. That means you owe me a check. When you want to put my name in your mouth, then you owe me a check. I'll wait. Special delivery, send it on over. You see, what I've come to realize about talking about these dead children, missing children, is that you commenters are on the level of the people in the storyline. The only difference is you have not yet made the news. Yeah, I'm going to say that. Because as I told you all last night and the night before, I watch everything. I watch everything. I watch your commentary. I every blue moon go to another channel and sit in the cut and say nothing. I have people who come back and tell me what you said. How you bicker back and forth with the content creator, content loosely, other chat members. And what you've shown me is that you're not loyal. That if things don't go your way, when things don't go your way, you go run to the next channel and then you throw that person under the bus who didn't give you what you wanted, which is 5 minutes of fame. And that's what I'm coming to see about being on the YT. That you all want someone to kiss your ass. Well, I'm not in the ass kissing business. And to go run over to some other lady's channel that I don't even know, haven't even been formally introduced to, you're out of line and you're disrespectful. You're out of line and you're disrespectful. Because you see, I don't owe you anything over here. And as I've said to you, the queen is meticulous in everything that she does. And when I see something foul and amiss, hell yeah, you gonna get blocked. Hell yeah, you cut off at the big toe. Because you see, what I've learned about the YT is that many of you who are commenters want to come up, which is your right. You want to ride the ride off somebody else's channel, so you fall in acting like you're interested in the content, but all along you're riding the ride, the wave on the come up. So you want to use somebody for the come up. And I've noticed this with a few people who are alleged YouTubers now, but yet they shit ain't tight. Yeah, Queen gonna say that. Because, you know, I will toot my own horn. And you're supposed to. People can say, well, he's cocky, she's cocky. Well, there comes a time when you should toot your own horn. Because if you don't do it, nobody else will. You come in the chat, fake, want to be seen, love the live stream. Since some of you love it so much, why don't you send $25 to my Cash App and pay the due bill? Since you like being up here so much. Yeah, I said that. Because in the end, that's the only reason why you on my channel. That's the only reason why you in my chat. You want to be seen. You want your name up in that box where everybody can look and say, oh, I just saw her on Pookie's channel. I just saw him on Pookie's channel. You think the queen ain't watched you? Yeah, I smelt you before you came because I just seen you on somebody else's live stream. And then you come waddling over here thinking I owe you something because I extended an olive branch and let you come up on the live. But see, what you didn't know is I'm watching everything that you're saying. You see, maybe over here, this guy, this lady, they don't know what the YT's really about because they haven't been afforded that opportunity to be hated on, to be thrown under the bus, to get nasty messages in their IG account, email, however they're corresponding with you pilgrims. They haven't been afforded that opportunity. Thank you, Miss Molly. You people don't give a YouTuber a chance to get to know you. You don't give a YouTuber a chance to get to know another content creator because you can't wait to go fuck it up and run and throw them under the bus in their chat or on their panel. Because as I state, you had ulterior motives in the first place. Now, if somebody was just outright rude or nasty or called your name, I can see possibly you saying something, but I've learned sometimes it's best to keep it quiet and don't say nothing. Because you see, when you keep passing a bone, it exacerbates the situation. And I'm tired of these one-on-one lessons with you. I'm tired. Don't none of you out there know me. You don't know where I am. You don't know my damn name. You don't know anything. Because I'm not a fool to let you know. Because I know you would have me 6 feet under if you could. Because you're that fucking grimy. And I feel sorry for that lady over there who has really probably no idea how grimy you commenters are. But as I stated to her in a message I sent to her tonight, you'll see. You'll see. Your fake accounts, your second, third, fourth account, you change your name every 5 seconds to get in the chat. Why? What the hell's going on over here at Everyday Shenanigans that you need to be in my chat? You need to be up on the live stream. What I got going on so special? I'm just trying to figure it out. What is it? That you got to be on the panel. You just left somebody else's panel, but you got to be up here to tell me what's going on in Texas. What's going on in Cal City? Well, what is going on? Who did it? I'm listening. Who killed Cash Gernon? Did the boogeyman do it? Freddy Krueger? Jason? Hannibal Lecter? Fill me in. Stop bothering me. Do yourself a favor. Stop bothering me. Stop coming in my chat with your fake chit chat. You're disingenuous, so go somewhere else. Don't come over here. Stop changing your usernames to come up on the live stream. You see, I already peeped that not even 2 months ago with a certain person. And you know I know who you are. You changed your name just so you could get in a damn chat. Why? I ain't giving away nothing free over here. Is that important to be on Everyday Shenanigans panel? Why? And you're possibly somebody now that's on somebody else's channel. I could be wrong, but I think you're that somebody because you change your name often. And see, I'm very leery of people who have separate accounts. Because in the end, you really don't need separate accounts to be on the YT because you're just commenting, remember? Stop bothering me. Keep my name out your mouth. Stop running over to other people's channel, instigating stuff with people that don't know me and I don't know them. Because what you're doing is saying to that person, oh, well, she must be like this when they don't even know me and I don't even know them. And you're already going over there throwing me under the bus when you don't even know me. You think you know me, but you don't know me. Because if you get to know me, the side that you think is really bad, I have water coming out your damn eyes. Because I can go there with you. See, that's one thing I'm not afraid of. It's nothing with 2 feet. Never have been, never will be. I came to this YouTube nation to bring content, various subject matter, not all this that I've been immersed in, fooling with you buffoons up here who don't got nothing, ain't got a pot to piss in, miserable. And one thing I've learned about YT since the first of this year is that most of you commenters are just as miserable as the YouTubers. The YouTubers are as miserable as the commenters, and the YouTubers and the commenters are as miserable as the motherfuckers in the damn story that we're talking about. You're all the same. The only difference is you ain't made the news. Some of you are very desperate for attention. And I see that in the chat. So you don't think I see it, but I see it. You want 5 minutes of fame on a panel, and you can't get no thirstier than that. And then when you don't get your way, you go run over to the next person's channel and start talking bad about that YouTuber because you didn't get your way with the said YouTuber. But they don't owe you anything because you don't know them. They don't know you. There have been pictures released pertaining to the gathering. I guess it will be the balloon release for Cash Gernon. And in that said video, you will see an African-American male with dreadlocks standing next to Cameron Maury. A darker skinned male, darker than Darryin Brown. I would like to have more video footage of this said male so I can actually come to a conclusion that I really want to come to pertaining to this storyline. But he is also a tall male, slim male, a little more muscle on him, but nonetheless a slimmer person. He's not a heavy set. He's not a stocky person. I believe in the said photo, he has on a toboggan, a cap, whichever word you like to use. What I'm going to say to you is what I had already been thinking days ago, but I never said anything to anybody on the YT or in the chat or on my lives about this said subject matter. There is a reason that I keep replaying in my head the second video pertaining to whomever that black male is in that room touching Carter on the head. I told Crystal, my spirit is telling me it's not Darryin. I see somebody brown skin. And I want to know why every waking day for days now, that's all I see when I open my eyes is that guy standing over that kid. And my spirit says, man, that's not that boy. That's not him. And I asked God, will you please give me a sign, show me something to tell me that's not him. And voila, magic. Here comes the photographs of a stranger to us, but acquaintance of Cameron Maury. Dark-skinned black male with dreadlocks. Slim build. Could that be the person in video number 2? That's my subject tonight. Are we looking at a Darryin Brown doppelganger? Have we been hoodwinked and bamboozled? Because I want to say something to you all in the chat. And this is no offense to anybody that is Caucasian. But I'm going to say this to you, and don't get offended because it's a spoken word. You see, black people are the most unique creatures on the earth. In maybe your mind, you think we all look alike. I've heard some of you white people say it. You favor Oprah Winfrey. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. You favor that girl over there. No, I don't. No, I don't. Oprah did a show years ago, and the audience was filled with black, white, Mexican, all races of people. And she showed several photos up on the screen. The test was to see if you can remember the person that you just saw. Easy test. Easy test. You won't believe how many people in the audience failed the test and pointed out the wrong person when it was time to re-point out that person's face that they saw up on a big screen. And in your mind, you're saying, how in the hell could you get that wrong when it's a big screen? But you can't. Because you see, I don't think a lot of people, and I'm saying this, I don't think a lot of Caucasian people can identify African-American people well. And that is no disrespect to you as a Caucasian person, but I don't think you have that fortitude. Some of you can possibly, but not all of you. Let me make that clear. Because I've seen it myself, and I've been around white people who swore for God that somebody that we knew of was in the room or saw them in their car, saw them at the Walmart, and I'd say, no, that was not Pookie. Yes, it was. No, baby, it wasn't. And it's not to say that black people can't get other people mixed up. White, Asian, Arabic, Jew, their own race. But what I'm saying is, I'm speaking from experience. That I've seen a lot of white people misidentify black Americans. And in your mind, you're saying to yourself right now, well, wait a minute, Angela. She knows him. How the hell could she get him mixed up? She knows him. Well, I'm going to say this to you. And this is a true story. If you can get Angela misidentified in the daytime, come on, Queen. You can misidentify me at night on a camera. Deliberately. Deliberately. Not accidental. Are we looking at another African-American male in video 2? That is a feeling I am getting. If I am wrong, it's no big deal. This is just my theory. And there's a reason why I'm saying this, because I can't stop thinking about video number 2. And my spirit is usually never wrong because I know me. I dealt with me for 50 years, so I know me. And I know that if Angela can't stop thinking about something, there's a reason. And so, like I said, I asked God, please send me something to show me why I won't stop thinking about video number 2. Not video number 1, video number 2. Is that another black man in that damn video? Could it be? Are we now talking about 2 separate suspects, not including Darryin Brown? What are we talking about? This is a baffling story of an African-American male who is troubled, obviously. A troublemaker, a thief, a burglar. But is he a killer? Is Darryin Brown kidnapper and a killer and a thief, a liar? You see, the thing you always have to remember about a story is the beginning of the story. And if a man or a woman can't tell the truth in the beginning of a story, then there's a reason why. Because you see, if you don't have anything to do with the story, you have no reason to lie. You have no reason to make up anything. You have no reason to say, yeah, I don't know him. He don't know him. We don't know him. When you know him. But then you change it up because possibly law enforcement said, yeah, you do know him. Pookie and Shamika said you know him. Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah, yeah, we should hang together. He hung with my brother. He's been in my house. I went to bat for him back in February. Ting. Why lie? There's no reason to lie. You have nothing to hide. You have no reason to lie. And that's on any subject matter. And the only time people lie is if they're involved in the storyline, the crime, or they don't want people in their business. And that could be something that's not as serious as murder. Just maybe nosy Parkers snooping around worrying about their damn business. So I can tell you, I give you a pass to lie in. Kind of like the YT. Want to know every damn thing about you. But it ain't none of your business. Is this Darryin Brown's doppelganger? Is this another African American male who was in that room talking to that kid? Or is it indeed Darryin Brown? There's something about this story that's off. There's something off. Because if indeed this is Darryin Brown, both times, yes, you can't put no rhyme or reason why. One, he wasn't talking to himself in video one, but talking to himself in video two, if you to believe he was talking to himself. Why the hell he came back? Why the hell he came back? What'd he do with his bloody clothes? And another thing, are you ready? Are you ready for the surprise? When you go to Miss Molly Golightly's video, she has the pictures of the male standing there with Karen. There's something odd about that picture. Most of you figured it out, but you didn't figure it out. Come on, Queen. You got on gloves, but ain't nobody else got on gloves. It's warm, I'm sure. You the only one with gloves on. But the part that's going to mess you up, because I know what you're getting ready to say. Angie, it's COVID. Well, most young people ain't adhering to COVID. So let's look at the big picture before I bring you the bang. Everybody standing there that we can see in that photo has on no mask, no gloves. He's the only one standing there that we can see in the photograph with gloves on, but no mask. And I told Crystal tonight, put it together, Crystal. She didn't figure it out. You know the Queen don't miss nothing. Y'all ain't figured it out yet? Why he had on gloves? I'll wait. Come on, somebody in the chat. Give it to me. I'm waiting. No, Nancy. Not the fingerprints. This is after the fact. Why would he be worried about fingerprints? The child's already dead. Damn! Shut your mouth. You cut your hands because they have said that when you cut a victim many times, the knife slides and you cut yourself. Don't tell me the Queen don't know her shit. Gonna drop the link. Respect my chat, my mods, myself. Cussing, derogatory talk, YouTube channel drop names. You're out of here. You're blocked. Go cry to the next one. I don't care. I run this. This is my show. I built this. You want to build a channel? Be my guest. But show me some respect in my house. Because if I was to go in your house, I would respect you. Thank you for joining me. And thank you, Miss Lady, for the uploaded material on your channel. Amen. God is good. Thank you all for joining me. People were saying latex allergy, but I'm allergic and do not wear gloves. The point is, sweetheart, you're not going to have on gloves and not have a mask on. Come on now. You're worried about COVID. You're going to go the whole way. You're going to ride the wave. You're going to wear the mask. You're going to wear the gloves. Nobody else standing there in that picture that we could see had on gloves or a mask. So why would somebody have on the gloves? Allergies, perhaps. Psoriasis, perhaps. But I see people every day. They don't wear gloves because they have an allergic condition. They just don't. Thank you all for joining me. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to, is that another African-American male in the second video? Are we now talking about an outside party besides Darryin Brown? And the issue of the gloves. Was this person wearing gloves for other reasons? Because in my right mind, it hit me. He doesn't have a mask on. So we can't say it's COVID. The only reason I could think he had on gloves is maybe he had his fingers cut up and they are wounded. And he did not want anyone inquiring about his hands. And the fact that he is with Cameron Morey means he's cool with him. People would start to talk. Hit the link. Molly, go lightly. I just said, Molly, go lightly. Oh, Lord. Come on, Crystal. Yeah, you know it's hot there. If you've never spoken on my channel, please come up. I'd like to hear some other commentary this time. Thank you. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Omi. Hello, Nancy, CT, Lippy. Thank you all for joining me. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. All super chats are welcome during the live. Amen. Thank you all so much for joining me. Hit the link. Thank you. Hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't bite. If I was to bite, you'd never know. All right, Pepper. What you say, Night Owl? DB did it. Hello, Tanya. Hi, baby. How you doing? Thanks for joining me. Like, share, subscribe. Yes, join the Queen's Playhouse. All are welcome. But I tell you, I don't put up with foolishness. I got 154 viewing. God is good. Amen. Thank you. Everyone have a blessed week. Please be safe. And let's talk about that as well. Why is it taking 1 month for an autopsy result to be released? Why has Darren Brown not been arrested? He could have been arrested on suspicion. I do not know the laws of Texas. I'm just saying. Because could it be that Darren Brown is not the killer? And thank you, Stephanie, for mentioning that. Hi, Karen. How you doing? Did somebody else commit this atrocious act of murder? And as I told you all, only a person connected to a victim kills them and then discards their body out into the public. Strangers rarely take victims outside of the house. They have no reason to. The only time a suspect stranger will take a victim out of the house is if he or she is holding them at gunpoint, knife point, and trying to get PIN number for a debit card at the ATM. Stay woke. Stay woke. Strangers rarely take a victim outside of his or her home. They would only do that if they wanted money. Here comes Miss Nancy from Oklahoma. Amen. Hi, baby. Hello. Well, I don't know what she's doing.
Hello.
Nancy? Yes, darling. Come on with it.
Maybe if I come up, some others will come up. Maybe
Well,
we can break
hey.
the ice.
It's on them.
Yeah.
One thing about it, they know how to run over and stir up trouble at other channels. They know how to do that.
Yes, ma'am. They do. You just blew my mind. I mean, I did see those photos tonight, and
Hello.
I was just like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting.
Very. What do you think about what I said?
I just blew my mind. I didn't process that yet. And then I was just like, when you said that, I was like, oh my goodness. Yes. But he was
I actually do this as if it's a real job.
Yes. I mean, the other night we were saying, yes. And the other night we were talking about you have to think like a killer. Unfortunately, sometimes, you know, you do have to put yourself in that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, why be so silly to wear clear ones out in public?
Well, they may not be like the little thin plastic ones. You know what I'm saying? They may.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like, they may have that little, what's the word I'm trying to find? Like
powdered coating?
Yes.
Yes, I know what you're saying.
Hello, John. Yeah. Thanks for joining me.
But yeah, that you are so on point. I mean, my goodness. That is definitely putting...
Hello, Teresa. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all so much for joining me. God bless all of you. Amen. Thank you for the love, the mad love.
Ooh, Queen, that's some info bomb right there.
I agree with you, but what if he was paranoid about the amount of people in the home?
But you also bring another light to it. That
let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. If a person wanted to kill Carter, they would have. Why do you all want to keep making it seem like there was a reason why they did not? See, you're not listening.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it's like I don't know how to make you understand.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't you all to figure it out? And I don't want to get emotional. There's a reason why they wanted him gone.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Talk too much.
Wake up.
Knew too much.
You think they just killed Cash because they were bored? You see, if we want to blame Darren Brown, it'd be easy to say that. Well, he's crazy. He's a nut. He's schizophrenic. He heard voices. Yeah, that's why he did it. But what if it's not that reason?
More to the story.
Yes.
More unseen facts that we don't know. And sometimes you just can't explain something.
I just can't understand how somebody would kill a kid.
It is very sickening. It is sickening. And it's sad. And it's troubling to the soul and the spirit.
And that video that somebody sent me today,
it's all right, Queen. Take a breath.
Of them two kids talking at the same time. I'm just like,
they're twins. They would probably finish each other's statements.
I don't know why you kill that kid. Why you kill that baby?
But you're right on point as far as questioning whether or not that was DB coming in the second time, because he wouldn't be worried about if that was that other suspect, he wouldn't be worried about his hands being messed up and stuff, because they would know him and he wouldn't be caring about that. And Cameron had messed up quite a few times when he was in there talking about they came in. There's just too many.
Personal.
Yeah, it's personal. There's too many facts floating around. He let too much information out. It's a sad situation. I hope someone down in the chat, someone new that has different, maybe perspective or other thoughts would come up on the panel.
It's personal.
It is personal.
I don't know how to make you all understand that all these cases that you've seen, the one in Texas, what is it that somebody's got to make you understand that it's personal? It's personal.
It's a close circle. When something like this happens, it's a close circle. They always talk about you have to, sometimes the octopus arms go out, but most times they're not out. They're in. They're always in.
If Darren did this, okay, cool. I don't have a problem with accepting that. That's not my problem. But if I feel that it's more to it than who everybody's trying to label as the killer, that's why I have the problem.
I've said from day one, there's more players in this than just the one person.
Yes, John, they're all personal. Yes. Cal City was personal. Malia Davis is personal. They're personal. I'm sick of you. I don't want you. You make me sick.
I want my freedom.
You crying. You won't shut up.
I want my freedom.
You're rambunctious. Yes, I want to be free.
I don't want the responsibility. And there's so many other people out here that, I can say in the news a while back.
Just walk away. That's all you got to do. How hard is walking away? Trevor did it.
Yeah, there was a girl.
No damn problem. He didn't have no damn problem with getting the fuck on.
There was a girl in New Jersey that went into a food place, a newborn baby, put her baby in the arms of a patron and walked out. Newborn baby. Instead of doing something to the baby, walked into the food place, put her baby in the arms of someone sitting there eating, and walked out. Now, they did locate the girl, but instead of doing something to the baby, she had enough fortitude. A 14-year-old had a baby, walked in.
Yes.
So,
Tiara,
kudos to her.
Tiara, I'm leaning toward the statement of Miss Tiara in the chat. Monica was pissed off because Trevor left her with those kids and he got the fuck on about his business.
Yeah.
She took it personal. So you go ride or die with if you want to.
inner circle.
Hit the link. You want to give your opinion.
Please, people. Nothing wrong with getting up here and chatting.
Stop chatting in my chat and hit the link. She's dirty, man. It's a dirty white woman.
Yes, she is. Always. In all forms.
She don't care enough to stay out of jail. What does somebody have to make you people understand? Those of you that's in a funk and fog out there in La La Land, you won't even stay out of jail. Oh, every charge is possession. Yeah, because she's a user. You like to get high. How are you going to be somebody's parent and you like to get high on dope? And then you got the audacity to take in somebody else's children. You don't own the right.
There are people out there that have got a past and they better themselves.
Raise your own kids, but she couldn't raise her own kids. That has been already released. That private information has already been released. You didn't do a good job. You didn't do a good job with your other ones. That's why they were taken. So why would you go get these two itty bitty spiders? Because you like that man. Because you like a lot of women. You let the ding dong rule your brain.
Yeah. You thought you could do a better job that time? She's a diabolical person.
Maybe she's violent. I haven't watched the content yet on the other content holders channel about the violence. I'll get to that, and then I'll do a video pertaining to those allegations as well. Hello, Black Angel. How you doing?
Hi. I agree with you. I don't understand the rationale behind why it was Cash and not Carter. But yes, the young man in the picture, he definitely favors Dee Brown. And it does, I kind of have to wonder, why is he standing there with gloves on and no one else? Even if it was he's a even if he had latex.
Look at this. Somebody said in the chat. I'm sorry. Y'all killing me. The comments.
At the same time, I'm thinking to myself, even if it was a latex allergy or not, it's still
odd. It don't matter. A glove's a glove. Latex, gardening gloves. Come on, we're not about to get technical. About a glove.
Okay. But yes, the young man, he does favor Brown very much so, and to be honest with you, it is something to explore, to see, how they match up on the camera, with the night vision goggles and everything else, because I just don't see Brown being that organized. And then the perpetrator, the kidnapper, he didn't even know the difference between Cash and Carter, which is so odd to me, because it's like, if I don't know.
Thank you. Is that your perception of video one?
Yes. Yes.
Folks are saying it's hot in Texas. What are you doing with gloves on?
I don't know. Even when he went into the room the very first time, it's almost as if he didn't know.
Didn't he have gloves on in video one?
No.
I didn't see any.
Go back and look at that video.
Yeah, I don't think he did. Yeah. I don't think he did. And then also something else that I wanted to discuss was that Now, you know the blood stains that were the bleach stains left after, they come and clean up, unfortunately, the blood off the street. Well, the trail only starts at the corner where Cash was found. It doesn't, it was said that he carried the child from Monica's home all the way to where he was found. There should be a blood trail from Monica's house all the way
But you
to
don't
where
know that he killed. Wait. You do not know that the
well,
child was killed at her house.
that's true. But I doubt if well, I like to assume that the child wasn't murdered at the corner. And if that was the case,
who would carry, tote, drag all the way there to murder them there? I tell you all to ask what is obvious first. Make it make sense. I'm already doing wrong. Why would I make it harder for myself with a victim?
Yeah, I'm going to make it easiest to get it there and get it done.
Amen. Thank you.
I want to get rid of it. I mean, I'm no disrespect, but.
Well, that's the whole point. This is a very graphic situation. So, as I stated, if you can't handle the commentary, this is not the chat for you, because we are talking about a child who was murdered, and we have to figure out where he was murdered. But we have no proof or any information that the child was murdered in that house. All we see is a child being escorted out of the room.
Exactly.
But we do not see any touching, fondling, sexual nature, murder. So where was he killed? Why was he taken 8 blocks down and discarded out there? That's too far, and it's what is the point?
Do we know? I'm sorry. Do we know if they know the people where they dropped his body?
Do they say what, baby?
I'm sorry. This is my first time I've ever called in.
No, you're fine. I just couldn't hear you.
Okay. Do we know if Darrynn or any of the gang knew the people that lived in the house where they dropped Cash's body? Like maybe trying to set them up?
You know what, lady? I like you.
I've been listening to you for a long time.
You know why I like you, lady?
Why?
Because I thought that tonight before I went live.
She's asking good questions. That's why.
I thought the same. Yeah.
This lady just mentioned what I thought tonight when I looked at the picture of Cameron and the baby mama and his child standing outside that memorial. Something said, you might want to talk to whoever live in that house.
Exactly. I thought that from the beginning, but I hadn't heard anybody mention it, so I thought I would ask.
That house or somebody on that damn street?
Yeah. I agree.
And Queen, since you thought of it today and I said it tonight, to me that sounds like there might be a little bit of confirmation from God right there.
A little what, baby?
A little confirmation from God.
Yes, because he able. Come on with it.
That's right. That's right.
I'm trying to tell you.
He knows everything.
He don't put nothing on your brain for nothing.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
Because when I was looking at the pictures on that woman's channel, something said, it hits me just like everything else. Why are you staring at that house, Angela?
Yeah, I'd love to know. I don't know how we could find out, but I would love to know.
Mhm.
Yeah, it makes you wonder why that particular house, why that particular street,
You
why that
have
particular
three
area.
places you can dump a body. I get it. Everybody is agreeing that, well, they wanted the baby to be seen. So they just dumped them out there. Just drove down the street and said, okay, here's a good spot. We're just going to throw them out. Okay.
No.
I get it. I get it.
Why not leave him back where the trail began?
But that's my point.
Yeah.
Those are places that people go. So if I get up and jog and walk my dog, I'm going to see the body anyway. It wasn't going to be no a big hush hush secret. You got to go dig in the woods to find the body. You could have just dumped them out there at the street.
And DB, he doesn't drive, right? He's not capable.
No, allegedly from Boo Boo the Clown out there in Texas, don't none of them drive. Don't none of their friends drive.
Yeah.
Hearsay. Well, how Monica get around? She Ubers?
Hearsay. From the spokesperson.
How Monica go to the grocery store or the store the 2 days before the child was dead? How she get to the store? Her mom and daddy came, picked her up, took her to the store.
Do all the cars in the driveway not work?
Girl.
Exactly. Good question. I'm glad you came up on the panel.
I smell Cal City. Shut up, somebody. I wander west with your car covered with a tarp. I'm dead. This cup is for them babies. Dallas Cowboys.
That's right.
Yep.
I found this weekend when I was out. I found this cup. And I'm gonna drink out that cup every day till I get a verdict.
There you go. I'm glad you came up here, caller.
Oh yeah, I'm very glad you
on
came
the
up.
panel.
God sent the angel. Amen.
I've been watching you for this whole case. I didn't know how to call in, so I tried several times.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you decided to come up tonight.
Well,
I'm glad. I can't see your name.
It's just too off. It's just too off right now. It's just something's off.
My name's Karen.
Hello, baby. Thank you for joining us.
Well, Karen, I'm glad. I see Night Owl's comment in the bottom, so that's why I can't see your name. So.
Oh, John. Okay, I need to. I can't. I don't know how to pull the next person up under these boxes.
I'll get down, Queen.
Okay, I'll bring you back down. Okay.
Okay. Much love. Bye-bye.
Love you too, baby. That's my friend out in Oklahoma. Here we go. John Q, everybody, from New York. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Thank you.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Thank you.
I do not like to see you cry.
Yeah, that I usually don't on live, but it's something in my spirit. It's telling me, because I'm usually never wrong. It's personal. It ain't just some psycho kid that likes robbing houses and stealing out people's houses. It's personal.
Yes, it is. And for anyone following this case, yeah, it's personal. And when you can dig down that deep inside of yourself and know for sure what the truth is and what is bad news, yeah, it can hit you just like it did a moment ago.
Yeah.
Just before I came up here, what you were feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how you feel about what's going on in general.
It's something I'm telling you. And Crystal can attest to this. She can come up and tell you. I've told her personally, Crystal, every time I open my eyes from my slumber, I see some black boy in that room, but it ain't Darryin'.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm wrong, cool. But I just keep telling myself, why do you keep seeing a darker skinned person? I just told her that.
You're not the only one.
Yesterday.
Angela.
Huh?
You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
Okay.
I've been studying. I've been studying the video footage as our last conversation that I had with Angela, and it is looking more and more like there is another party outside of Darien.
Mm-hmm.
And I had sent and did some Instagram study on some of the names that have been popping out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I came across an individual last night that I had taken some screenshots of, and I sent it to another content creator on another channel that had about 1,000 people or more in that channel, and sent photos. And I'll do the same for you, Miss Angela.
Yes, you can reach me. You can reach me on IG.
Okay. All right, I'll do that.
Sexy 71.
And send them to you, and you can compare Darrien and this person by the name of Honcho Bands. And if you take a look at the photo between Honcho Bands and Darrien, and you know who, Mr. Maury, you'll be able to match up height. You'll be able to match up body physiology. You'll be able to match up shoe size. You'll be able to match up a lot of things.
Isn't Honcho the guy that Queen's talking about at the balloon release?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
She is. So she's already on it.
Yeah.
But we don't have a clear picture of him at the balloon.
Yeah, because it was fuzzy. That picture was fuzzy. I need to see him moving around where I can get a side view. You know, I need all that side view, moving around. And I can't have that because that's not enough. I can't even make his face out. I need a full visual of his face. John Crystal has a question. Do you think Cash was already dead?
Off the bed?
Already dead in the bed.
That's a good one. I'm still studying that.
For some reason, some people believe when they saw him pick up the child that he was limp, he was this, he was stiff, he was, I don't know. I don't touch that subject because I'm not riding on that. So I don't touch that subject.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if you're going to get that detailed about it, you know, anyone can see what they see, and that's fine. Perception plays a very important role in this case.
Because that's all you have.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, if you call it posterior decoordination and all this other stuff, and it is what it is, and
using them big old words. Look, New York, don't you come here using them big old words?
Yeah, I mean these.
I had to Google that.
Look, Queen ain't trying to Google. Look, I'm trying to Google. I Googled out. Google said, "Ain't you go to bed?"
I mean, when I first heard that, I said, "What?" You know, and you know, we're not used to hearing words like that, so we go and take a look at it, and it is a theory.
Yes, and let me
it really is.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Let me address this to some of you who think you know so much about children and adults. How you gonna say a child will wake up if somebody touched them, picked them up? Do you know how many children I've seen picked up, they didn't flinch?
I could pick my son up off his bed, put him in the car, drive him to my parents' house, put him in bed, pick him back up, put him in the car, drive home. When he woke up in his bed, he didn't even know he had been to his grandma and papa's.
Every child does not wake up because you pick him or her up.
Exactly.
Phone rang. You walked in the room, said something, conversation. Every child, baby, is not the same, such as an adult. Some can sleep through a freight train hitting a house. Somebody else, poof, wakes up.
Exactly.
Some of you, I don't know where some of you get these idealisms from, that the baby would wake up. No, they don't.
Exactly.
Queen, can I ask you a question? Okay. Are you thinking that whoever took Cash could have been Darrien, but in the morning, the person that came back could possibly be another man?
I think perhaps Darren could be out the equation altogether.
Yes, that's what I think.
That's your homeboy Ace, remember? Stay woke.
I don't see a motive for Darrien. I just don't. I know he was not the best guy in the neighborhood.
He was a problem. We ain't gonna sugarcoat that. That's why I tell people that's not what the Queen's about. I call a spade a spade. He was a problem. Right. He is a problem. But you look at this new person standing beside him. You got gloves on when everybody else is standing there with no gloves, no mask. So we can't use the COVID as an excuse because I ain't gonna put on gloves, but then don't wear no mask. That don't make no sense. So why were you, sir, wearing gloves? And you already know Texas gets extremely warm. Why are you out there with gloves on? So miss me with the dermatology analogy. I ain't buying it.
And why are you escorting Monica around everywhere?
Because guess what? And I put money on this. Bet you go to that Facebook page. He ain't got no gloves on the day before that too.
He doesn't have gloves on the day of it as he's getting ready to put on his.
Did you say something? Did you say something? Huh? Yeah. Okay.
Are you talking to me?
I'm being facetious.
Oh, okay. He didn't have gloves on. He was putting
go on that Facebook page. Go on that. Anybody in the chat want to be nosy, because I know y'all like to be nosy. Go on that Facebook page right now and count how many posts he's wearing gloves. I'll wait.
Or a beanie cap.
Exactly. I just don't see Darrien having a motive, but this guy seems too close to Monica, and she could be their help. He could be her helper or something. I don't know.
That's just an evil trick.
I think
it's just that baby daddy. He left me. I want revenge.
I thought
maybe that child looks more like Mr. Trevor. You know how that is. For those of you who were raised by crazy mamas who took their anger out on you because you look like your daddy.
When my mama got mad at me, she'd say, "You remind me of your dad," and I knew she was mad.
Many children have been abused by their mothers because they favored the father who the mama didn't have relations with. It didn't work out. Whatever the hell went on, that was her weapon.
Yep.
To be nasty to her children, 1, 2, whatever, because things didn't go right with daddy.
And
so I'm going to make you pay.
That's right.
Pay. Because that son of a something did this to me.
That's right.
That no good son of a summoner. How many people can probably testify in the chat if they wanted to that they were mistreated by their mother, physically, emotionally, verbally by their mother because of their daddy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't speak on nothing that I can't back up.
And hence you have motive.
Exactly.
And that's what this case has. It does have motive. And piecing motive together, especially with what we've seen, is a critical point in this case. Now, is it Darrien?
Mm-hmm.
Does he have motive?
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and we're looking for motive.
Right.
And it's troubling to find out that we can't pinpoint motive. If you take a look at Monica, is there motive? And we can go back and forth again.
Yes.
There is more possibility with Monica having motive than Darrien. We take a look at Cameron, the same thing, back and forth. Is there motive?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the kids don't belong there. They're not supposed to stay this long. Why are they still here?
I didn't send for you. You here because my mama was with your nasty daddy.
And you're taking you're taking attention away from my new little baby boy.
There you go.
And me too, because maybe I didn't get the love I needed from my mama, and I'm grown. Stay woke.
There you go. So where does motive move close to is what we're trying to get at. Who does it move close to?
Yes.
That's the question. And that's what we're looking at.
Well, what do you think, John, of the guy at the balloon release? Do you think possibly that could be the guy in video number 2?
Number 2, possibly. Yes.
Okay. Do you think at this point Darrynn is still involved in the taking of the child out of the room?
That has fallen back to a secondary place right now because I'm watching this new guy.
Okay.
Because when you can put them together side by side, which we're doing tonight, we're taking a look at two different dynamics, same size, same physiology, same posture, checking shoe size, the overlay of the pants, the shirt, but especially the upper head. We're starting to find some inconsistencies with these photos.
Whew. Well, I need an up-close picture of homeboy, side view, him moving, walking. I can come to my own conclusion. That picture wasn't good enough for me.
I guarantee you, if you do decide to do a little shopping like you normally do, you're going to find your inconsistencies right there.
Okay. You call him Huncho what? Bands?
Yeah, Huncho Bands.
So that means him got money.
Yeah, him got money. Him got car. Him got matching outfits. He got matching outfits. He got sneakers. Yeah, he got a car.
Him got a car.
Him got a car.
Wait a minute.
He's the only one around there.
Yeah.
The
him throwing up, gang signs with his hands. He's got a signature.
Okay.
So why not look at him? I mean, he was there standing right next to Mr. Maury.
Yeah.
He was there at the balloon release.
Yeah.
And he escorts Monica to the truck. He's at their house when the pizza is delivered later. So he's close.
Very. When a person has a signature like that, they're very close to the neighborhood. They know what's going on. They know how the streets run, who runs with who, and everything else.
Okay.
Why not? As Angela would say, why not?
Omi says, Hachabana, Monica's sugar daddy. I'm dead.
Well, if you got a household full of kids, number one thing that you would kind of reach for is the person with the finances.
I ain't trying to be nasty, but if him is her sugar daddy, she sure didn't need no GoFundMe or no funds for no pizza.
Exactly.
Especially 2 pizzas.
Stop.
From anybody trying to be her friend.
As we would say in the street, you better get in where you fit in.
Uh-huh. We say that here in New York all the time.
And tell him good luck with that, because like somebody said, that girl is in it to win. Stay woke. See, let me tell you something for those who don't use narcotics, those who have never sold drugs, those who have never been around people who have hustled. Let the queen enlighten you. It's a game. It's a game. And people who have been in the streets, whether you are the dealer, the junkie, somebody on the sidelines just watching, immersed with either party, it's a game. And when you are getting high, you will do whatever you got to do to get high.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end result.
Anything. So that means you may rob, steal, forge documents, pretend to be somebody, go in a bank, steal somebody's identity, use their driver license, all of that. You may even sleep with a black man, even though you like a white man. Come on, Queen.
Preach.
There you go.
You may turn a trick with a black man. I don't give a damn about him ding ding black. I want to get high.
Mm-hmm.
Miss me with all that. She like country white boys. Well, guess what? The meth said, oh, but I don't.
Truth.
That meth said, I don't give a damn how he comes so long as he come correct.
Mm-hmm.
Him got them dollars, me a no care.
Once again goes to motive.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Queen, did you by chance see somebody else tonight that showed a picture of the guy that took Cash turning around and Monica's son turning around, kind of where, you know, when he took him out of the crib, he did that funny turnaround with his foot all the way behind his leg.
I have to watch it again, baby.
Okay. That's exactly how I can't even think of his name. Monica's son, Cameron, yeah, did out in the street at the memorial.
Okay. I'll watch
it. He turned his leg. Yeah, so if you could watch that, because I don't know.
Okay.
Of course, none of us know for a fact.
Pivots. I only said doing pivots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, doing pivots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate you taking my call. I'm gonna step down unless.
Anytime, sweetheart. Anytime.
All right. And this was cool, being the first time I got to call in. It was you. Take care.
Take care, baby.
Great commentary.
Thank you so much. That was Miss Karen. Thank you, Karen B. Anybody else want to hit the link? She is a hustler. I heard one of her ex-boyfriend's sister talking about her on another channel tonight. She's constantly causing drama and running game. You're going to run game. You see, it is very rare that you're going to get a mild-mannered junkie. Come on now.
No such thing.
No such thing. There is only going to be 1% of a mild-mannered junkie. The rest of them, every day on the beg, every day on the hustle. Need a ride, need this, trying to sell you something. Let me do this little part right here. Let me show you this little something right here. That's why I tell people, if you have never been in the game, you have never been around people in the game, thank God. The people will worry you to death with their BS. Always needing something. Always in trouble. Always need a ride. Always need toilet paper. Always need money for the light bill, gas bill, mortgage, rent. Pookie need to go over here. Shamika need to go over here. Baby need diapers. I got to go pick this up. Got to make it to the WIC appointment. It's always something. It's never ending. Non-damn stop. These kind of folks.
Mm-hmm. Something is always driving these people.
Yes. Every day, it's the hustle. Rick Ross, ask him, damn, it's the truth. All day, every day, it's always something. And always crying and moaning about something. I got to, and I didn't make it to this, and I need a little this, and I'm short this, and it ain't cost me $45.95, and I was just wondering if you could give me a 25 on it, and no, I can't give you nothing.
That's a good point, because you're only bringing back what most people in the chat maybe at certain levels maybe forget about the game, because that's how the game is played.
But that's right.
That's how the game is played.
Right. And you can't understand the game if you ain't never been in the game. And it's no disrespect to you, because I commend anybody who don't know the game. I like to hear people say, I don't know anything about drugs, and I don't know how it goes, and I don't know anything about drug dealing. Give thanks. Because it's a headache. All of it. Dealing with people immersed in the street life, it's a headache. They always bring problems. This is why I have the attitude I have on my channel. Some of you think I'm mean. It's not that. I don't like foolishness. You start talking that wood duh stuff, man, I'm tapped out.
Yeah, we get to see Miss Beverly show up, huh?
Oh, who?
Big time.
I can't stand it. Because I think when you get to a certain age, you need to grow up. Let me enlighten you all on a story. A couple years ago, it's been some years, I was visiting some Caucasian people out of town. When I went to see these people, it was the most peaceful. And this is not to say white people are better than black people before you black folks start getting your panties all tied up in a knot. When I went on this journey for a weekend, see what I noticed when I visit these people's home, very nice house. I had my own room. They catered to a queen. Whatever the queen wanted, I got. It was no foolishness. There was no ghetto talk, street talk. Nobody in that house ever once spoke of anything related to the street. Crazy people talk, cussing, fussing, none of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it was enlightening. Because whether I am around those kind of people or not in my daily life, it's principle. Who wants to hear it all the time? Do you understand what I'm saying? It was refreshing not to hear anybody fussing, complaining about anything, trying to hustle you out of something, needing a ride, needing this, needing that. Everybody in the house that visited had their own money, their own job, their own house. No drama. And I loved it. And I told myself, this is the way people are supposed to live, like this right here. Not saying that people are not going to have problems. Not saying that people are not going to be flawed. But this is what life is supposed to be about. No shenanigans. Nobody coming in, drunk and wanting to show out, tear up your good furniture and fuss and cuss and stand outside yelling for Pookie and Ray Ray and, yo, MF, I'm outside, honk, honk, honk. You see where I'm going? I'm telling you, when I came back from their house, I didn't even want to come home. And not saying I was living in a bad neighborhood at the time, but it doesn't matter. All it takes is 2 or 3 little itty bitty troublemakers in your vicinity, and you feel like, shit, you're living in the damn projects. But you ain't. Do you understand what I'm saying? There comes a point when you need to grow up. Everybody's going to live different, talk different. But I don't care for the street life. Seen it, been there, seen it, don't care for none of it. It's not fascinating to me. Not fascinated. Talk to me about art, music, jazz. Hell, you can quote some notations, scientific notations. I ain't got to hell know what they damn mean. Talk to me about anything besides what Pookie Ray Ray did yesterday. You see where I'm going? Now, I can talk a lot of junk on this channel, but that's why I tell people they really don't know me. I don't care for the foolishness. And people will tell you that. You walk by Big Ange and you get to talking that old crazy talk, I'm going to walk right by you like I don't even see you talking. If I see you hanging with people that immerse themselves in that, I'll walk by you when you speak. I could have spoke to you yesterday. But, I don't even want to talk to you. Because I know you're going to bring the bang eventually. That's why I am the way I am. Because I read people. I'm good at reading people. That's why I can read that chat well. I know in here who going to be Judas. Did you hear what I said? Hello? John, are you there?
Oh, yeah. Like I said on my channel tonight, I love to listen.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, see, I know when Judas is going to infiltrate, I know who's going to stab him in the back. I done learned that from being on the YT. You see, I'm leery of the one who is the most eager to be in my peripheral. Now, one of you will be fascinated with that. Oh, they want to be your friend. They want to talk to you. They want to email you. They want to get offline. Stay woke. I watch everything.
That's a good point, because I brought that up tonight when I was covering the Orrin and Orson West case on my channel. And it's the hardest thing for people to do. They forget it. They forget the most simple but yet intelligent thing to do when you don't know something. It's to listen, to watch.
Yeah, my daddy taught me that. See, yeah. My daddy was a street man. Somewhere down along the line, he became a street man. And
it's like, how did people forget how to do the number one thing that is part of your survival mechanism to do?
But they don't.
Exactly.
This is why people get hurt every day. Because, you know, some people tell me, well, you're a little hard-nosed, you know, you're a little rough around the edges. And it's like, no.
Exactly.
Queen done lived. I don't know how to explain it to you.
That's how we live, Queen.
I tell people, I can see what you don't see.
And you can.
Yeah, I've already been burned by folks on the YT already, so I know bullshit.
And you can hear what other people don't hear.
I mean, if I really wanted to get grimy on YT and spin a story to you about certain people on this box, you would be like, "Come again? They did what?" You'd be sick. Because I'm going to tell you something, since we're on this subject. Some of you following in behind some motherfuckers on here you probably shouldn't be following. Because you really don't know them.
I agree.
The problem is, Queen ain't never brought the tea to you. Because I don't put my business out there. Because I know if I open Pandora's box, all hell will break loose. But you better be very careful of them folks you listening to in them chats and talking to them, thinking they like you, you their friend, yeah. If Queen was to really testify to you about some old sneaky stuff, you'd be like, wow, I had no idea. I know you didn't because I never told you. Because I never told you. I'm going to quote from the greatest up-and-coming rapper that's now dead, Mo3. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. You see, I get to see stuff that you all don't see behind closed doors with YT. You see, I have people who stay on social media on the regular, so they watch certain things because they're immersed in this foolishness and nonsense. And it's not to be nasty to them, but they like being in all this. And they come back and they bring me a bone. And I listen. And they let me know who to watch for in the chat. Am I scaring you? They let me know who to watch for. They let me know who's got several usernames. They let me know who's using another name to infiltrate the chat. They let me know who's being facetious to be in the chat, to befriend me, to go back and tell Pookie Ray Ray something on another channel. Stay woke.
And it's the same wisdom. It's the same wisdom I use on my chat.
Yeah, because you see, you don't know people.
Yeah, exactly. And we're using this medium, this platform, to communicate like if we were on the phone.
Yeah.
But now we have a bunch of multi-communication venues with everybody in the chat, that is, listening in on a conversation.
This YT is dangerous, just like Facebook, just like anything. You don't know people. I keep trying to tell y'all that. I say some of you in the chat, you're diabolical. Yeah, I'm gonna call a spade, because I watch you. I listen to how you talk, how you carry yourself. And the first thing I say is, it's only a matter of time. They're gonna be on YouTube and CNN News. They don't see it yet, but I watch how you talk. I watch how you channel hop. I watch how you carry a bone and get shit started somewhere else. And then you sit and wonder, well, somebody don't like me. They blocked me. They did this. They did that. Well, the point is, what did you do? That's what you should ask yourself. Because you ain't gonna own that you did something. You gonna say, well, I don't know that I did anything. But see, Queen knows better because I watch everything. I watch how you act. And I'm gonna tell you right here to your face, and you may not like it, whoever you are out there. When I see you channel hopping and I see you want to be on everybody's panel, I'm leery of you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You jump from one damn panel to the next. You don't even let one person upload their video before you already on somebody else's panel. Yeah, I'm watching you.
Tell it, Angela. Tell it.
Because you're not getting ready to come up off of my name. I built this. I built this one view at a time. You're not getting ready to milk off of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen you all do it. And if I called your ass out right now, your feelings would be hurt. I've seen several of you do it. You come in the chat throwing your name out with no respect for the content creator. Can I mention my channel name? Can I do this? Hell no, you can't.
Or the content that they're talking about.
It's baffling to me. It's some brazen. Look, John, it's some brazen folks out here. It's some brazen folks out here. They be in the chat. They're commenting today. 2 weeks from now, they're YouTube channel holder. And I just be like, okay. Will you mention my channel name, please? I watch you all the time. All right. And then before you know it, you get immersed in fooling with them, and then you realize you've been sleeping with the enemy.
All along.
All along.
Yep. And that's the problem with YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big problem with YouTube.
Yeah. This is a dangerous game up here. This box is dangerous. I'll tell you that. It's a dangerous box.
So for those folks in the chat thinking about creating a channel, you can always do so. You know, you start off by making videos. You get up to a certain number of subscribers, just like I did with the Kanika Jenkins case. And I went over numbers that I didn't even imagine. You know, until I was emailed about going live and here's how you do it and all this other stuff. And I said, well, live, I never done anything like that before. Mm-hmm. You know, you control better content when you do a video and, you know, it's just one way. But when you go live and you're interacting with people, you are responsible for the content you then put out. Mm-hmm. By your word, by the content you show, by the things you say about that content, whether it be fact or fiction, you are responsible for that content.
Yes.
And I appreciate you, Angela, for, you know, having the platform that specializes, that sticks and stays with the facts. You take your time to research your work before you bring content. I do the same thing on my channel too.
Yeah, I don't talk.
Yeah, neither do I.
You see, like I tell people, I don't do videos. I don't show you anything because a lot of times if I talk about something, you'll say, well, show me the picture, show me this. So then I have to guide you over to somebody else's network. But that was who I wanted to be on here. I just wanted to bring you the source, bring you the information. That's just my way of doing things. I'm a commentary channel. But I would try to bring your source. Now, it is up to you whether you believe it or not. But coming to me and arguing with me about what the source said makes no sense. That's the purpose of the source. You have a problem with the source, then you go argue with them.
Yeah, but you always give them the source as to what your content is all about.
But they don't receive it. I'm telling you, they will argue about the most mundane things. That's why I know a lot of people in the world are unhappy because they come into the chat already dukes up fighting, want to fight over nothing. And that's when I get hyped and be ready to cuss you out. Because it's like, why are you even here? When you're going to argue with me about something this man or woman wrote in an article. But if you got a problem with it, then go to them. I give you the source, then go holler and scream at them. The hell you arguing with me for? It's crazy. This is very crazy.
It is. And when you're dealing with a case such as the Cash Gernon case, or you're dealing with Orson and Orrin West,
it brings out the worst in people. Oh, the worst brings out, Lord have mercy. You wouldn't think people were this sick, but then what I have to tell myself is they are on the level of the people we're talking about, and we're assuming have maybe harmed a children. And a lot of people don't want to hear that, but you got to remember, those were regular people before they made the news saying their child was missing. Their child dead. Stay woke. They were a regular Joe before their name got in the news.
And once it did, the whole story can flip on social media.
Yeah. It's a dirty place, man.
It is. But you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
I love your content. You take your time. I always smile when you do.
Oh, well, thank you.
I do. And you remind me a lot about how I do research, how I bring content, compared to how other people bring content. They're trying to tell the story that they believe they know.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all.
Well, my thing is, but just talking, bring people something. Bring them a stat. Bring them something they can hold on to. Because anybody can talk in front of a camera. You can do that on Facebook, IG, TikTok, whatever. Just sit up and talk. Sit in your living room, sit in your car and just talk. Yo, I had a bad day. Yo, this going on. You understand what I'm saying? Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that.
But it takes somebody else to do something else beyond that.
Yes.
It takes somebody else, like you said, brazen, to do something else with intention to do that.
Yes.
And those are the ones that we really need to, sort out, so to speak.
Yes.
A lie is a lie is a lie is a lie. You can't change the color red to the color blue if it's still red.
Yes. Thank you, Nama Dozen. Thank you all for the comments. Thank you so much. But this case is scary to me because it's like you are venturing into the unknown and you know that somebody with 2 feet, 2 hands did this to this child. And that's the scary part, is putting together the who and the why. Now, maybe the why won't matter to some, but the who, plural, does. And naturally, once you get the who, you're going to ask why. Why he do this? Why she do that? What did he do to those? What did he do to these people for them to want him deceased and to cut a baby up? Man, you are vile. I really don't care how you kill a kid. It's all the same to me. You choke them, suffocate them, kick them to sleep. However, it's all the same. You are foul and you are vile. There's no word for you that you could take the life of a child.
I agree. And that's what hurts a lot of people listening to this information that, we as content creators try to put out there. It touches us all. Every single one of us, especially when there's a child involved. Those who may not even have kids, it touches them too. Because they know somebody else who has kids that may be going through the same situation that they're finding out stories online about. It's right next door in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Up until it's too late.
Until it's too late. Well, a lot of people don't like to get involved. That's one problem we have here in this country. People don't like to get involved in things. Everything is hush hush. I don't want my name in nothing. I don't want to testify. And I get that, depending on the caliber of the people that you're dealing with. But you also have to remember one thing. It's the child. He or she needs a voice. And I get it. If the people are really dangerous people, yeah, you would fear for your safety, for yourself, your home, your family. Because you think, hell, if they kill this kid, hurt this kid, what will they do to me? So I get that. But just to go by every day seeing children being neglected, abused, man, you need to say something. I'm sorry. You do not have to give your name. You don't have to give your name.
And there are a lot of people being desensitized by just that.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over again, these stories come out day to day to day, week to week, month to month.
Yes, every day.
And they get desensitized to it.
Well, they do. And I mean, thank you, Criminal Imagination, for the super chat. I know somebody right now. They are not concerned if it's not in their town. And I told the person, how can you be like that? I don't know. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Not my kid, not my auntie, my uncle. Man, that's a dangerous way to live.
What do they call that, Angela? Empathy and apathy? It's real. You're right.
Yeah.
It is.
That's, to me, a very scary person that you can sit in your living room and let's say the TV's on and you can see people running out of a burning building. And that the building is falling down. And perhaps somebody has been caught in the debris. But you're visually watching that. And you can look at that and feel nothing. Because you don't know the people in the building. But if you knew somebody in the building, then you could feel something. What the hell? You got to know somebody in the building to feel empathy for them? Okay. I don't get it.
That's hard.
But there's people out here like that. That they watch this stuff that go on, just like what we're talking about right now. They don't feel nothing about that dead boy in Texas, the children in Cal City, whatever else is going on with a kid. Ain't my kid, ain't my cousin, my auntie. I don't know him, don't care. Why y'all talking about it? I see people say that. I watch the comments on like Newsbreak. They'll come in with nasty jokes. I mean, vile jokes. You're like, wow. You got about your bed to type that in?
And they do.
Yeah, they do. Because they don't care about nothing. They'll tell you, I care about mine and my family. It ain't my family, my children, my grandchildren. I don't care nothing about you. I don't care nothing about your mammy disrespected you, mistreated you, beat you to sleep. Oh, well, I don't know. Y'all don't know. Hey, I'm out of it.
And over the course of time, it becomes a different form of entertainment.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we see it in the movies. We see it in a lot of the, over the last, 15, 20 years now with the video games.
Oh yeah.
How things like that begin to condition our young people's minds,
so you
the
can
adult
detach yourself
minds.
from reality with video games.
Yeah, exactly. And when you begin to replace your cognitive abilities to recognize, to pay attention to give a focus of right and wrong, truth and fallacy, all of that, you begin to lose your way to the reality in which you live.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, we've seen that over and over again. I mean, we take a look at the cases that you've covered and I've covered. We see it right there in our face.
It's very sad.
It is.
But that's why we have such cruelty. Because let's be truthful. With what I just said about a person not having empathy, that's why we are talking about a dead kid. Come on. You had to not feel anything, snuff out a 4-year-old. You didn't feel anything when you snuffed out that baby. You snuff out a 4-year-old, there's no help for you. Hit the link if you want to join the discussion. Who's in that second video? Are we talking about a doppelganger, another person besides Darryin Brown?
I was just looking at that word on your title. And I said, damn good title.
I love Honey Queen is deep. People really don't know.
Damn good title.
I watch a lot of true crime, a lot of movies, TV, mysteries. I come up with all kind of wording, honey.
That is a damn good title, right for now, this present day. Yeah. Are we looking at a doppelganger?
Okay. Somebody's still talking about the knife. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Okay.
You got any commentary on that?
On
John QQ.
The so-called blunt, or wait a minute, the so-called knife. Wait a minute, it could have been a pencil. It could have been a pen. It could have been a Wonder Bread tie wrap.
Now look, don't you stop.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Sweet One said, I don't ever want to meet mine. Hey, I've seen some movies. What up, folks got to meet their doppelganger. Somebody tell me, I just saw you down at the coffee shop. And the person was like, coffee shop? I wasn't at the coffee shop today. Yes, you were. I tried speaking to you. You wouldn't speak to me. You are run like hell. Look, I would be scared if somebody say, I saw you at Starbucks and you wouldn't even speak to me. I wasn't at Starbucks. Yes, you were. That was you. Okay, wait a minute.
Who are you dealing with then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. But
what do you think? Where's this case? I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
I was watching. I had played a commentary last night just to myself about the case because they're still uploading content to Google pertaining to him being innocent and the attorney speaking.
Right.
I mean, what am I trying to say? Just how do you feel about everything that you've learned about the case in general? Everything. Because now some people are trying to make it seem like that situation with the guy and the little girl is made up. So my right mind is like, what are you saying? How the hell is that's going to get made up? So what you trying to say? This guy just coming out lying on this boy? Why would he lie? Some people say, oh, she did this to him. She said this. Maybe she knew him. Maybe they were dating. Maybe the boy was looking for her in his house because they was messing around. I'm just like, oh, God. The innuendos, they don't stop.
Yeah. And it gives us a very serious picture of reality, of other people's reality.
About other son whose father said concern, but not in this quarrel way to get in that. CT, hit the link. I don't understand what you're saying, baby.
What's CC saying?
What about other son whose father said concerned, but not in his car on the way to get him now? I don't understand what that means. I like Omi's comment. I think the defense has a good case. Yes, they do.
Well, yeah.
That's why he said, I'm eager to defend him.
Yeah.
Because he already see the hoes.
Yeah, because he wants to know what happened after he saw the image or the person carrying cash out the room. Yeah. Then what happened? And that's an excellent question. Then what happened?
Yeah. Omi says, because why did Grandpa not report it from the beginning?
Why did he wait?
Well, that's what we need to know. Has he already alerted authorities before he went to the law book talking about this alleged allegation? What do you think? You think this is what? Him messy, wanting attention? What do you think, John, about this allegation of child molestation?
Yeah, I think that the police waited until they got that recorded somehow, that it was a convenient time to stack that on top of what happened.
I mean, do you believe that?
And you have to ask yourself, okay, why did they wait from February or March, whichever month it happened? Why did they wait until now?
Because he got arrested. He saw him on TV. Like, oh my God, that's the boy. Look, that's the boy that was in my house trying to steal my grandbaby. You believe that?
Exactly.
Why do you believe it though?
Now?
But do you believe it, John?
Nah, no, I'm not.
Really?
I can't cut it. I just can't grab that.
Okay. Because what you say in your mind, if I love my grandchild, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to protect him or her. So you are actually visually in my house. You're assaulting me, and I'm going to give you a pass because this white woman come up saying, oh, yo, he's a good kid, but he's got mental issues. Yeah. Don't press charges.
Right. You say that then, but now you bring it up now.
Yeah.
You say that then, but didn't do anything now. And
then we also got to factor in, why is it all of a sudden you didn't want him in your house? The same boy you just defended back in February. Say, well, see, that's some hanky-panky going on with these people. Because you never told the truth that you knew him when the Daily Mail came to talk to you. It's like you're trying to tell people, stay on topic. That is the first and foremost lie from the beginning. Why did these people deny knowing Darryin Brown? If he's such a horrible, terrible person, you would have broken your neck to tell Daily Mail the truth.
And now look what they're telling us now. Now look at how the story.
We got a new BS of an alleged kidnapping.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's strange.
Now we can see how it morphed from the original position that it started from up until now.
Okay, somebody said, I think Grandpa has something to hide. Which Grandpa we talking about? I'm getting confused. You talking about Grandpa with the alleged attempted kidnapping or Monica's father? Who y'all talking about? That's why I tell you to hit the link, please.
Yeah, definitely hit the link. Come on up.
Did the camera ever show any other activity before the crime was committed? That's something to think about. Well, that's what we've been saying. Where is the other footage of the household itself? Where is the other footage? Here comes my ma, Night Owl, Mississippi.
Hey, Angela. Hey, Mr. Dunn.
Hey, Night Owl. How you doing?
Okay. Lisa says, when did the twins start calling Monica mommy?
Never.
You evil.
You evil. Crackheads don't require titles. Crackheads, meth heads, dope heads, they don't get titles.
A child may not know you're a crackhead, so you understand.
Child, because they ain't there long enough to look in the child's face. They out 24/7 getting high.
I'm about to get choked. Please stop.
Yeah, I think she was talking more about the adults, though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the adults.
Okay, Grandpa. That's what you're talking about. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I have a question about that granddaddy. I find it strange. How did Monica know that DB was at that granddaddy house? Like, did he run to the house when he tried to snatch the little girl and she found out he was at the house? Or how did that come about? Because nobody ever asked it. How did Monica know that DB tried to snatch the little girl from the grandpa?
Because obviously with the commotion of him outside having a breakdown, he was outside having a breakdown, if I'm not mistaken, and then the people saw it and then they ran and got her. From my understanding, the children went and got her. Her children went and got her.
Well, if it was that big of commotion.
So he had a meltdown. He had a meltdown afterwards. So let's put that on paper because we haven't addressed that either. What was the meltdown all about?
He had a meltdown, right? and it was a commotion.
Yeah.
Out of all the neighbors in that subdivision, nobody heard it but them. Because when it's a commotion of something going on your street, normally people are peeping out the windows, the blinds, or something
Jules, you're
to
horrible.
see what's going on.
Y'all, please stop.
That was all too convenient. Just like I said about this whole case, everything seemed to be
okay. So
convenient.
that's what we need to address. What actually happened outside on the street for the children to go run to her? What was Darren doing? Hollering, screaming, falling out. What?
Exactly. And why would he take the word of somebody that obviously wasn't the young man's mother?
Look at Dee Dee. Like, because Monica was there earlier and DB was looking for her. Y'all killing me. Oh my God.
I told y'all, I believe from the beginning that DB was getting into bed with Monica. Y'all believe what y'all want.
That baby did not move, and he could have simply stopped breathing or something. Oh, Jesus. If older kids in the house called Monica idiot, then the twins would have probably called her idiot as well. Well, you're right.
Right.
Went in wrong. Went in wrong.
Because I don't see no young boy that's schizophrenic hanging around a house every day that's unkept.
Lisa.
Nothing going on in the house but dope and a bunch of foolishness. And because schizophrenic,
I wonder if they had other grandchildren.
So that's why I said I don't even get the whole he just at the house. He obviously he wasn't babysitting. They weren't cleaning up. What y'all think they were doing? He was going with that woman.
Right. Somebody said I have to ring the police if he came back. You would have beat that boy to sleep. And guess what? First of all, I wouldn't even been beating him to sleep because you would have never opened the door. I found that strange too. See, this is a lot you can address with this story. Why the hell would you let him come back in your house? Why would you open the door knowing you just had pushed him to get out of there with your kid, with your grandchild? And now he come back kicking and screaming, kicking your door. You were supposed to be on the main line with the police. Come on now.
I keep telling y'all I found out.
Don't tell me you ain't had fear like that. Come on.
Texas is a stand your ground state. And this young black boy, I'm just going to say it, is running around this Caucasian neighborhood and ain't nobody laid him out.
Hit the link. Point blank, Monica is the loony.
And I think he's a lot of things. Murderer, I don't think he is.
Thank you. That might be the biggest hoax. Is that y'all been running around here thinking Darren Brown is schizophrenic. It may not be nothing wrong with Darren Brown. Come on, Queen. He might just be a wayward ass.
And that could be the fallacy between this whole damn story is the fact that when you throw schizophrenia into a story like this, well, he must be crazy. He must be out of his mind.
Got a baby up.
He had to have done it.
He walked
you know,
in.
That kind of assertion.
Yeah. He did this before back in February. But like Eric said, how she linked to this man so many times, but yet you did not offer him up in the beginning to the Daily Mail. I'm going to stay on that.
And that makes sense.
And the other thing is, if you're a thief, a warrior, what they say, with things like that, you don't go from that to murder. Like, that's a big jump. If you watch true crime, like,
are we going to hear other people saying he broke in their house and tried to take their kid? Is that where we're going now?
And I'm gonna ask him why he wouldn't beat to sleep then. If he don't try this, I don't see him, no black boy in no Caucasian neighborhood where Texas is stand your ground and they love guns and ain't nobody laid him out.
Deborah don't believe the story, and Omi says he may just be a dumb kid, but not a killer.
You have to keep in mind too, he's 18 years old.
Right.
Okay.
Feeling his own oath. I'm gonna take a break right quick. Y'all go ahead and keep talking.
Okay.
Mute my
I got you.
Okay.
I got your answer. But I find it just weird. Like nobody, I'm like, he tried to get a kid. She come down to the granddaddy, and they just always was baffling to me. Like, how does she know? Like the kids was outside playing that day, and he was out and say, "Hey, I just want to go around here and get me a little girl about the house." Like all of it was too convenient, and then don't press charges. He having a meltdown. The granddaddy should have said, "Well, the heck with that. I'm calling the police."
Exactly.
I'm gonna get my pistol, secure my house, make sure I'm good. I'm busted up
he almost beat me to sleep. I'm gonna make sure the police get here, even if I have to drive to the station.
Exactly.
Like what?
Exactly. So you have to ask yourself this question: what prevented him, outside of Monica, because it seems like Monica was the influence in that whole ordeal? What prevented him from going ahead anyway to make sure that that incident with Darrien never takes place again? How could he chance? You have to say to yourself, how the hell could I chance? I'm a parent. You got my granddaughter. You in my house, trespassing on my property. And now you're touching a family member of mine, and in a way I've never seen before, and you are threatening the lives of both of us here? How the hell could I let that slide and listen to a family relative, and we're thinking about Miss Monica, to convince him, oh, don't do that. He had a little bit of an episode. He don't mean no harm, and all this other garbage, and not report it right then and there to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Come on. Then there must be something wrong with him.
I would love to hear that conversation, because if I was their child mama, their granddaddy would never see their kid again.
Absolutely.
Because I think you would just let folk come snatch the baby and bust you upside your head, and some crackhead can come tell you a story and she's not even a family member. I'm like, dude, you didn't think, like, even if I didn't press charges, I at least need to see the parents or somebody that resemble him.
Right.
Because this something she's saying. She's no better than a pedestrian who ain't never seen nobody before, and they just tell you, hey man, he having a breakdown. What do you have to prove that it was a breakdown?
Right. You know, and any mother or father would say, you touch any one of my kids and I don't know who you are, I'm moving heaven and earth until I am satisfied. I'm going to stop your ass. And forgive me for saying that. Right.
I get you, but because it begs the question, granddaddy, if he tried to get your little girl and you the press charges, you didn't think that maybe he'll have another breakdown and try to get somebody else, little girl or little boy in your neighborhood?
Case in point, Night Owl.
Because then you would know it's I'm gonna just say it, a predator in the neighborhood, because you say it happened to you, right? So I would know that it's a predator in the neighborhood that has breakdowns that like he. But I just go in my house and don't say nothing. Like, it's all right. The lady down the street said she down.
Right, but then again, you have to ask yourself, how could you do that? How could you overlook a situation like that? Right. How could you overlook a situation like that with a child in your presence, or whether they live with you or they don't? But how could you overlook that? And that's what didn't make sense to me, to say, oh, if this happened in February and he didn't report it, okay, he made his decision. But now, since the case is hot and there was a murder involved, oh, I'm going to bring it up now? And the police is going to try to make it stick?
I don't think the charges should be able to stick because it wasn't reported, so it's hearsay. Where's the proof?
Right. Right. Exactly. Was he on camera?
Ain't in my house and stepped on my toe. I ain't gonna tell nobody. You know what? They don't want to got John for getting a bag of onion ring up out of the store. Yeah, y'all know what he did? He came to my house in June and stepped on my toe. Like, where's the proof? How are you gonna prove that? Where's the evidence of that?
Exactly. You know, I went to McDonald's for a bag of onion rings and ended up with French fries. I was okay. I was still satisfied with that. No.
That's why I know they know that something is wrong with their case, and they had to find something to keep this young man in jail and raise their bail high.
And they needed some time to make sure that whatever they did find after the fact of keeping him would stick. And this is where we are right now.
Yeah, and he gonna need all the support he can get, and he needs to tell his lawyer, his parents, the truth, because the mama talking about he was at home all night, and I'm like, And then people say he had an ankle monitor. And I'm like, well, if he had on an ankle monitor, that would give the exact location.
Exactly. And the police would have charged him with murder.
Like right then and there you go. So that's why I find everybody in this story to be a liar. I said from the very beginning, everything about the night this young baby came up, murder was too convenient. Getting in the house, convenient. Taken out, convenient. Left on the street, convenient. I done told people a million times. Ain't
Exactly.
nobody went from voyeurism, breaking in a car, or thieving to a murder. Like, it's a big jump, and a schizophrenic is not gonna go 8 to 10 miles with no baby. They had an episode, do what they do. They going on. They gonna walk around with the bloody clothes. They gonna go home, get in the bed, and talk to themselves and all kind of stuff, just like it's a normal day. Where's the clothes?
Exactly. And you know, what most people think about this particular case too is the fact that if someone has suffered and is suffering from schizophrenia, they are in their right mind to remember, if you're going to snatch a child, be sure to do this and be sure to do that. And be sure to change your clothes and be sure to show back up to the house where you can be caught on the same camera you supposedly had got caught on before at night, snatching the child. Be sure that, you know, you look different. Be sure that you say things differently. Be sure you show up differently. Come on.
Yeah. Schizophrenia, they're not gonna have the fortitude.
Exactly.
Have all that in memory and follow through. You're gonna do what you have to do, and you might stand right there beside the body.
That's someone more.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
They'll be right there with the body.
There you go. And that's someone that they're stating would be in their natural mind.
Hit the link. 2 hours in, hit the link, you guys.
Than anything else. Well, but I agree with you, Night Owl. Convenience. How convenient could things be?
Everything that night. He was in the room that night. That's where he slept that night.
I want to mention something that you just mentioned, and I don't think nobody has really thought about this. That's what's so interesting about these cases is that you can go over this stuff 1,001 ways. But as I always tell you, that everything you need to know about a story and who did it is in the beginning. You all said something just now that you didn't even think about. I'll wait. I'm just going to see who's going to catch it about the ankle bracelet.
About the ankle bracelet gives an exact location.
Shut your mouth, Satan.
Exactly.
I love the Lord. He heard my cry.
Come on. Oh, yeah. Because the ankle monitor, if you're not in the distance of the range, it alerts the police.
Ankle bracelets are supposed to alert the authorities if you are more than 100 yards of the destination or the area you are supposed to be in.
Because the point of the monitor is for somebody to watch it. It would defeat the purpose to, 1, install the monitor, 2, pay somebody to watch it. But then they keep telling us that this information is incorrect, that whatever charge he had didn't warrant a monitor. Well, then where is this information coming from? So are we now supposed to believe that there was no ankle monitor? Because I am praying he did have an ankle monitor on. I have a Tammy Dorozak coming up. Hold on. Tammy?
Yes, ma'am.
Where are you calling from?
East Tennessee, like you.
What part of East Tennessee like me, ma'am?
I'm in Spring Hill.
Spring Hill. What's a little way, Spring Hill? Give me a city that's next door to you, ma'am. A town next door to you.
Franklin.
Franklin. Okay.
I've talked to you before about the Orson in that case.
Doppelganger, ma'am. Is this a doppelganger? Are we talking about somebody else in the second video, ma'am? What are we saying?
No, I want to talk about the cash.
The who? That's the title of my video, the Doppelganger. Excuse me.
Well, I think they're all involved.
Name? Oh, ma'am.
Monica, Special K, and I'm on the fence on Darrien.
Okay. Well,
because
have you seen the photos release, ma'am, of another black male hanging with Cameron at the balloon release, ma'am?
Yes, I seen that.
Okay.
On Molly Go.
Yes, lightly. Yes.
I seen you in there.
Okay.
And it disturbs me that they're throwing the fingers everywhere, but we want justice for Cash.
Yes.
And everybody's asking why the videotapes aren't out. I have my great uncle is a U.S. Marshal.
Okay.
And he said the reason no more videos are out is because the FBI has it.
Okay.
And they're going to sort through this. That's why I put in the message, what a tangled web we weave when they practice to deceive. The FBI is going to untangle that, and that whole family's going to go.
Okay. So you do believe that the family, Miss Sherrod and her child, or any other children are involved in the kidnapping and death of Cash Gernon. Is that what you're saying, ma'am?
Yes, plus the kid that was next to him at that memorial.
Shut your mouth. Why do you think it's the kid next to Mr. Cameron, ma'am?
I don't think he's the one in the picture. It's most likely Special K.
In the beginning, the first video, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Second person, who is that?
The second person that came in looks more like the man that was at the funeral.
And may I ask your race, ma'am, if you don't mind?
Caucasian.
Okay.
And why are you laughing at me?
Because I'm glad you called in. Thank you, ma'am.
Well, I've talked to you before.
That's okay.
And you are the sweetest person in the world.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
There's going to be about 4, in my mind, 4 people are going.
Okay. Okay.
And if you see from where the woods were, you can cut through them woods. It takes you 8 minutes to walk them. The blood does not start on that trail till they're out of the woods.
Okay.
And you can see.
Do you believe they even went in the woods, ma'am? Because everybody keeps talking about the woods and they saw the police looking. But like I tell people, that's the police job to look around any peripheral of a said crime. So do you believe that something took place in the woods with Cash Gernon and the perpetrator?
Yes.
Why?
Because they, in a conference, they said that they collected several
bags, something. Okay. From the woods in a bag.
Yes.
What do you think they took out there from the woods?
I think the stupid idiots went back through the woods and buried their clothes.
But you know you'd have to be real stupid to put your clothes anywhere near where you have dumped the body, correct?
But before it was pouring down raining.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that day before yesterday that it was pouring down rain. Yeah, so what you trying to say? They didn't think it'd be no big deal because it was raining?
Right. The dogs need to go when the ground is dry and re-sniff.
Okay.
but they did find the.
Sweet one saying the blood starts at the edge of the woods. See, I don't know anything about that. So I'm gonna make a comment and all that, but see, I don't know anything about the woods. Because nothing in the article I've read has said anything about the woods. Every commentary I brought you, nothing about the woods.
From right outside the woods. When the woods.
So where are you all getting this information from, baby?
Kim took it from one of Mary Golightly's friends.
Okay, that lady. Okay, the one that went out on the drive.
Right, but when she posted the first one, they didn't notice till her second drive.
Okay,
but I noticed it the first time because I'm from Florida and I've seen more than my fair share of.
Okay.
And it literally goes straight, curve, and you can see the big spot where the boy was laying. That power wash.
Okay. They Caribbean saying that the gate was closed. So no one has said it officially about the woods, and this is true. I haven't read anywhere. Every source I brought you, no one has ever confirmed the woods is a source of any type of involvement in the case.
Yes, it is, because that's where the blood trail starts, at that gate.
I understand what you're saying, but you understand that the news has not revealed that. That's what I'm saying.
They're not going to. They're going to hold that kind of stuff, what evidence they gather, and they have to do search warrants on them to get them to the lab to be tested.
Okay.
So they're doing all this while we're speculating, but I believe she talked everybody into doing their part.
Okay, I'm gonna get to that in 1 second. Omi says, what if it was done in a vehicle, not from the neighborhood? Very good question.
If it was done in a vehicle and he was dead, once your body's deceased, it's not gonna bleed all the way up the block. And then where the kid lay, still bleeding, if it was in a car. Do I understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I think the one kid carried him out of the house. I'm on the fence about Darrien. You know that.
Okay.
But the other two boys, because...
What's the motive? What's the motive, Tammy?
I think he was jealous. Special K was jealous.
Okay.
And Monica wasn't getting money for the boys. Mm-hmm. And
she wasn't getting no loving either. Shut up, Tammy.
She wasn't getting nothing. And that house was so nasty.
Shut your mouth.
Tammy, let me ask you something real quick before you answer Angela's question. How long did they say the blood trail was on that block before Cash ended up on the block that he was found on?
It came from the woods about 2 feet by the gate, came down, and she was the 4th house down where the body was.
Now, is this a photograph that you've seen of the cleanup area after the fact?
Yes, but before they even noticed it, I knew what it was, but I wasn't putting it out there in the chat box because I knew what it was, and I was crying when I seen the first video.
Okay.
And then when she points it out, I was like, I didn't want people to know that that's where he laid. They should have made it bigger and not just a child size.
I think.
But you gotta remember they use water, so maybe that's why, baby.
Yeah.
I think also Angela brings up a very good question regarding that particular location. Mm-hmm. Why do you think they left the boy there in that neighborhood in front of that house that we do see in the police news report that was given to us? Any ideas on that?
Probably because he was bleeding so bad and they needed to cover their tracks before sunrise came.
So all this that was happening and that occurred, you believe, was more toward the night than it was the day breaking?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it was in the middle of the night.
When you say the middle of the night, what time are you thinking?
Her camera said when the person was in there was 5:33 when he picked up cash. And by 6:30, he was found. And then at 7:03, somebody's back in that room going to take the second child.
7:27.
Yeah.
6:50, the lady finds the kid. 7:27, allegedly, Darryin Brown is on the second footage talking or doing whatever in that room.
Yes.
It's too close of a window. 7:27, 6:50. Something's off.
It is.
Too big of a chance. Daylight. We're talking about daylight now. So this is where the craziness gets. We're talking about daylight. I can see you. I see dead people. It's daylight. Come on, stay woke.
I'm from Florida. Daylight starts
too risky.
At 6.
Anytime daylight comes up, too risky.
Exactly.
That's the one part that bothers me is that when he comes back for the second one,
okay, let's talk about. I don't mean to cut you off, baby. Let's address. Go ahead and say what you're gonna say. Then I'm gonna bring this because I want to say it before I forget it. Go ahead and finish, Miss May. I'm sorry.
I now forgot what I said.
Somebody says that the lady who found the child saw clumps of hair first before she actually walked up on the body. What the hell was going on? You're taking the child hair out. Come on, what is this?
Somebody hated that child.
Thank you. Come on with it, baby.
That's been from day one. Somebody hated that child and wanted him gone.
And as we say in the street, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you.
Yep.
Someone made it personal.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you listen to Special K on the interview he gave, he said they slept in that bed that night. And just Cash was supposed to be in there. But then Cameron came in.
Well, we know that can't be right because remember what the woman said. They don't do nothing without the other one.
Right, but he was sleeping. But I still can't get over 4 dogs. One's a pit bull. And nobody hears barking.
That's what I said.
Freaking break.
Yeah.
Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to this storyline. I'm already 2 hours and 24 minutes, so please hit the link before I check out of here.
Yeah, Miss Angela, I wanted to get your email address to send you at least a couple of photos I was able to get.
Look me up on IG. There's no email. Big Sexy 71 on IG.
Say again.
Big Sexy 71 on IG.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Cause we gonna quit saying that she ain't have no love, but that boy and that woman were doing something. I'm telling you.
No what? Wait a minute, what did you just say? She had no what?
No lover. When the daddy took rank, her and that boy been probably messing around for a while. I'm telling you. And now she got another one thugged out over there. Okay. I lost the kid, but
my understanding is he likes country white boys.
Okay. Young boys like that don't go to women's house to babysit. They at the nasty trap house for a reason.
Yep.
Y'all got put to it. Ain't no young boy like that with the guns and the flashing gonna have no woman in their car chauffeuring her around.
Yep. I agree.
Ain't no young boy like that with the guns and the flashing gonna have no woman in their car chauffeuring her around.
I agree.
Ain't no young boy like that with the guns.
I can't hear it. Everybody.
Everybody
I'm
has
here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, baby. I can't hear it.
Oh,
I hear an echo of myself.
No. I gotta turn off. Okay, I'm here. Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Shit, I don't know why this picture came up, but
Well, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Okay, keep it like that.
I don't care what you know. I just put that up. What the hell?
My girl.
I don't what the hell you do.
See,
I
be practicing on my OBS. I love your ass.
I know. The Russians are coming.
The Russians to get up here and got the OBS up.
Okay. Now, what you got to say, Miss TG? Is this a doppelganger? This somebody else that's in?
Yeah, no. No. This about the twins.
Oh Lord. You can't answer my question on my video, ma'am.
Yeah,
I know I'm echoing. She comes up and now I'm echoing.
Huh?
I'm echoing. They say I'm echoing.
No,
go back out.
I was echoing.
Call me the other way. Call me the other way.
No, I'm on your panel.
Yeah, but you're echoing. Something's making me echo.
It ain't echoing no more, I don't think.
No, I am.
Again.
No, I can hear myself. I'm echoing.
Because I closed my eyes out.
Well, here.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Call me the other way, ma'am.
Yeah, on your end.
Yeah, call me the other way.
No. Say hello.
Hello.
Because I turned mine down.
Yeah, but I can hear myself.
On the phone.
I'm getting ready to call you.
No, don't call me because we got to stop. We can't, because that's what's going to do the echo.
No, I need to drop you out of here because it's echoing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, bye. Let me see. Can you all hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, and no echo.
Yes, no echo. That was her end. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, you're good.
Hold on.
That's why when I go on a panel, I mute up to allow other people to talk. This way you get no feedback.
It's not even showing. Okay, hold on.
Yes. Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta say, it's still echoing.
Well, I don't know. That's something with your device because mine stopped once I started talking. I hear me echoing on yours. You got the Russians listening.
Well, I'm gonna turn the volume down.
The Putin.
Yeah, she got sound devices going on in the background.
Putin listening.
I got OBS going on. Mr. John Q, how you doing anyway?
I'm doing good. If you have a sound device in the background,
look,
on the show, you need to turn it down.
I'm just gonna be in the comments.
Well, just say something. What you think? Is that Darryin in the second video or not?
No, I don't think that's the second video. Yes, that's Darryin.
You believe that? Okay. Okay.
Hold on. I'll come back in.
Okay. Okay.
I gotta get rid of OBS.
Okay. Ooh, Lord, this modern technology is hell. Okay, go ahead, y'all.
Yeah. Like I said from the beginning, everything was all too convenient. I don't think this young man had anything to do with this. I just think he was a young man that had issues and found a place he could probably lollygag and do nothing at all day. And they used him, whether we don't know if he's schizophrenic or not. They say he is.
Yeah. I don't like the fact that the lawyer said that without confirmation. You don't ever say anything without confirmation. I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
No documentation.
What you saying?
I said I have one thing on schizophrenia to say.
Okay.
My mom has it.
Okay.
My son-in-law has it. And when they start hearing things and stuff, my mom has broken my grandma's arm before she got hers under control.
Okay.
And from the age of 10 to 30, I Baker acted my mom more than 20 times. And
hold on a minute. Star Boudreaux, what's your point about Darryin sleeping in somebody's house? Nobody in the chat has said that he's not involved. There's a point where we thought he was involved, but with this new person surfacing, he may not be involved. But nobody has said that he's an angel.
Exactly.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, Tammy.
And I have my son-in-law he had a breakdown 5 weeks ago. He had his hands by his side, clenched in fist, as his son tried to hug him to calm him down. And he didn't know who his son was. He was ready to fight a 10-year-old.
Okay.
So I had to get him Baker acted. But up here, they don't have Baker Act, as we all know. In Florida, they do. They have, since 77, they have had a special unit that psychiatrists come out when somebody's having one. And they do the assessment and they decide if they need to go. My mom's first attack when she broke my grandma's arm, she was in for 60 days. And now that she's, for the past 20 years, been taking her meds regularly and everything, she hasn't had one. So there's some schizophrenics are the nicest people in the world. But some have a dark side when they go to it. My mom has told me she hated me. I'm not her daughter.
She have a point here. She does definitely have a point. What's your name? I'm sorry, I can't see your name.
Tammy Darryinn'S.
You have a point there. And I try to point this out to many people. What they call schizophrenic have different sides. So it's a dark side and a light side. And I don't know how they portraying Darryin as a dark side. His mom know what her son do, and she can take control of that. Or know her son. She know he's schizophrenic. She said he mental, right? But she know he mental, but he ain't that mental to kill.
Now, I don't know if Texas has it, the insanity defense, but if he is schizophrenic, until he got stabilized on meds, he would be considered incompetent to stand trial.
But I don't think that was Darryin. Do you think that was Darryin? Darryin came in at the end by checking on the baby.
Right. And I don't.
You don't think he
I
came
think
in
they
checking
set
on the
him
baby?
up to be a patsy.
He was set up because they knew his damn mental. They knew his mental. They knew he was mental. They knew he was slow enough to know anything they asked him to do, he'll do. They probably said, "I'll give you a bag of candy," and he did it.
Yep, but you better believe right now in jail, they have him on the psych unit. I'll bet any amount of money on it. And they're going to get him straight on his meds to where he's truly competent.
But or they give him too much meds, and then he ain't gonna be competent. Shit. They could give him too much.
I did.
So Tammy, let me ask you this.
Ooh, Jesus.
Would it be to your experience that you're talking about this right now, would it be to your knowledge that it's easy to influence someone who has schizophrenia to do anything that another person wants them to do?
Yep. When he's in a psychosis and someone drills him with something, he's going to act on it.
Thank you. They could get him a bag of candy, and he feel, you know what I'm saying? They can, whatever they give him, he gonna act on it because he ain't get it from his parents or however he's schizophrenic, y'all. It's two sides of schizophrenia, and people don't understand that. You got a light side and a dark side. I think the little boy, even though he's 18, even though we see him on his Facebook page showing money and all that could have been his other side. Y'all just don't understand. I don't think he had the side to kill, though. I just don't believe that boy had the side to kill.
Right.
He might have the side where somebody say, "Come get him out the house and do whatever you got to do. We'll give you this."
And then when he got to the side of the woods, I believe that's when Special K came in and met them
that's
there.
What they did. They all them guys. It's a lot of. I mean, it's just too many people that be in that lady house anyway.
That's it. Trap house.
Yep.
Nasty trap house. And that's true about schizophrenia.
And whenever you got a lot of people in the house, anything can jump off, anything can be stolen. Everybody knows that.
They used the weakest one. They already okay now.
He's the weakest link. He was the weakest link.
The weakest link. Let's get this straight. He go in somebody else's house, try to take the baby in February. Didn't they say February? And then the man didn't want to press charges because the people doors down say no, he has issues and this and that. They was probably already getting him to go up and do some shit then.
Possibly.
They might have already had him to go up through that house and do some shit. But the dude caught him.
I said it was playing from the beginning. My mama's schizophrenic, and they have meltdowns, but she's on the nicer side with it. But I'm telling you, like, it's a tough thing to deal with. So when people throw that out, I take it personal. I'm like, if you ain't never dealt with that, and I was a kid, and they had them meltdowns and stuff, like, it's no way he had to melt down and went in the house. Like it takes
he
a whole lot.
Kill one and come back to get the other one, and he's
right.
He's not gonna do that.
When they in a meltdown, for that granddaddy to take her word, that's why I don't believe it was nothing like that. No.
Totally agree.
I seen a meltdown. I seen a schizophrenic go from hello
Well, let's talk
to
about what
after close.
went on outside the house when he allegedly had this meltdown, which led to the children going to get Monica. What actually happened outside that house? Because this is where it gets fuzzy. I'm supposed to believe he went in this house 2 times, had an altercation with this man, came outside, had some type of meltdown, which you know what a meltdown is. And then those kids came over, hey, what's going on with you? And then go get my mama. And then we got Monica. What the hell are we talking about? What meltdown was it? What was he doing?
And then when they see him at Walmart, he apologized.
Okay, but let's address what the meltdown was. Because everything is on Sherrod's tongue about this whole story. Stay woke.
Yeah.
That's why
what was said? What was he doing?
So think about this. This is what
I was about to say.
Where did that
story come
How many
from?
episodes have he had?
Running around. I tried to take a baby.
Well, they had a picture of him breaking in the car. That was not him in that car. That wasn't that boy at that car.
What the hell are you talking about?
Look at the size. That
what car are you talking about? What are you talking about?
That was not that boy at that car. When they said we got him on the doorbell and he breaking in cars, that was not Darryin'.
Oh, that in the driveway. Okay. So we got two
Darryin'. I'm sorry.
And what could have been the meltdown.
We got 2 Pookies. We got 2 Pookies, 2 dreadlocks. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, damn. 2 Pookies, 2 Ray Rays. Oh, my God.
Ray Rays and curly hairs. We don't know. See, this is not about a white and black thing. It's all about
I ain't never that's one thing about this channel. I ain't never said it's white or black.
No. Not your shenanigans. This is what we said. Everybody coming together on this because it's all about making sure the right person is not fucking charged with their bullshit that they set. They did some shit. How can
calm down, Miss Millie?
How can a brother be on the news and say I ran that way and point and say, damn, I done fucked up?
This chair I'm in ain't got no arms, so please.
Come on, TG, baby. He ready.
That's what I kept saying. Did Mayweather win tonight? That's all I want to know. Did Mayweather win?
Did nobody win?
Beverly, did Mayweather win?
There you go.
No. Didn't nobody win.
Waiting for Beverly 2 to come out.
Beverly.
So the YouTuber actually won.
Nobody won.
Fought Mayweather.
They went about.
I don't want to
did Mayweather win?
But we paid for
nobody won. They didn't do results.
We paid for the fight, y'all. Did y'all have any issues with y'all? It was streaming. So we call it technology tomorrow. Because we actually paid $49.99 for the fight. And it was never pull up.
They went 8 bouts. It was an exhibition fight.
They keep saying echo going on. They're going to have to close out and come back in because I know I ain't got none up no more.
Yeah, but yours, the echo started when you came up.
Yeah, but they need to close out and come back in because I did.
Oh, now they got it. But they've been up here before.
They got to do it. Hey, Shenanigans. They got to close out and come back in.
Well, they ain't going to. I bet you they ain't going to leave.
Well, they going to hear that.
Nah, because I ain't got no echo. But I love TG because TG get what I'm finally saying. And so it's the other caller that had the son-in-law with the schizophrenic. You can't go tell nobody they having an episode and they go in the house with you.
No.
Don't it take a lot?
It does.
When your son-in-law didn't know his son?
If you know your kids and you know, I feel like they use that little boy because even though he's 18, I swear everybody have different words with him coming in when we see him in daylight. And he says some things. Everybody have different things that of what he said. I heard him say he had for sleep. Y'all got me out the bed. Y'all got me out the crib for this. I'm thinking they saying y'all got me out the house for this. A crib is a house, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to see why ain't nobody asked this question. If he like to take kids and get kids and harm folks, why he ain't harm nobody in Monica house?
Wait a minute. Why the baby was the first baby that he finally said, I'm just gonna kill.
Right.
Then I'm gonna go check on the other twin. I'm just gonna pet him and see, you okay? After I just came in your house and took your brother.
Now we ain't gonna forget that it was a 911 call coming from there and somebody allegedly broke in. John, did you hear that?
Yeah. And then we ain't gonna forget about her doing her interview. And she said she talked so much about how Cash was to me, I looked at it like she talked about Cash as being a problem kid. But Carter was okay. But Cash would be the one to wake me up. Cash would be the one to do this. Cash would be the one to say, y'all, what's up out here outside? Come on, man. But Cash is the one that got killed.
And Granddaddy said something happened to him. I'm trying to see why he ain't charged, because he knew something happened.
Kirk the one to put it out there. Oh, they was raped and I mean, he said a lot. Like, nobody knew nothing about that. Who said them kids was raped? Kirk. Kirk the one put that out there on his Facebook page.
And the police ain't took him in and said, oh, you knew? Well, who did it? Who did? Because you knew. So he just was raped and y'all just kept changing pampers or pull-ups and going on about your day? Not miss me with that.
Well, I'm approaching 3 hours.
Yeah, is John Q?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can I ask you this? I'm gonna ask everybody this. Everybody that's listening. Anybody that commit a crime. I don't care if it's 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. Do you think they're going to go right back to the house the same night and take another baby? It's daylight now.
Hell no.
Don't you think the house surrounded by cops?
Well, that's what Miss Angela, her point. You know, she brought that up. You know, you don't go back to something.
You don't go back to it.
Exactly. If you're in your right mind, you don't go back to it.
So, because we know he's schizophrenic, he was not in his right mind.
We don't know that until we find really out if he is schizophrenic.
And then they call him a murderer. How do we know he murdered anybody?
We don't know that until the evidence proves that he did.
Exactly.
Tammy, are you done or not, Al? Are you done?
I just have one point to add.
Okay.
3 houses from her across the street all have cameras facing her house. And the FBI has them.
I'm going to put my thing on mute because they saying it's echoing.
Yeah, it's echoing, but I'm waiting for one of y'all to drop something. Let Chris come up, then I'm going to live.
I'm going to stay up here.
All right, I'm dropping Angela.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Go ahead, Tammy, because I'm getting ready to end here in a minute.
It's just a crime and a shame. They're labeling this kid before, but if something drove him to it, his mom's neighbor said that she was rarely home And when she was
I heard that today, yesterday. I thought that was odd. So I thought, well, maybe she worked a lot. So when she come home, she's frustrated. Maybe her house was in disarray. I thought about that. You come home, folks ain't washing no dishes, ain't cleaned up, stuff's everywhere. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if he does have schizophrenia, all that yelling could have led to this, what do we call it? Psychological.
This is the thing. We don't know what went on in Darryin Brown's house because once again, everything you're hearing is from Miss Sherrod. She's not somebody I'm going to trust with judgment on anything.
Yes. Say it again.
I'm not listening to somebody that's so fucking high. I'm sorry. That's not me.
Yes, I'm hearing you. Because you know what, Miss Shenanigan? You telling the truth on that. We don't know what went on in the house. Nobody do. Because at the end of the day, at the first interview, the little boy said he did not know the kid. And then found out the kid lived with them.
Do you know how crazy that looks right there? Just think about that for just a second. You start the story out, I just went to school with him. The mother never said nothing. Then you went from that to, oh yeah, by the way, he's in my house 2 days ago.
And then he said it wasn't nothing about no revenge.
I kept a safe house.
Yeah.
Then it went from that to, oh, by the way, he tried to break in this man, he broke this man's house and stole his kid. What the hell?
And then I ran outside butt naked, looking for my little brother. How the fuck you run? What time your mama said she woke up at 10. Everybody woke up at 10. So what time did you run outside butt naked?
And once again, who's in control of the narrative?
You true,
Monica.
I'm dealing with it all. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. This story is just as cooped up, jacked up. It's California's kitty. I'm over all of it.
Right. It is.
I'm over.
And that's why we all come together. We not no investigators, but we know something ain't right about this. I don't give a hell how many YouTubers handling this. Everybody knows something ain't right about this.
Well, no, not every YouTuber. Not every YouTuber. Scratch that.
We ain't gonna do the other. We ain't gonna say no names.
We ain't gotta say no names. I'm just saying. We already know one YouTuber that fell down and went into the abyss, sinking sand.
Yeah.
You doped up. How you doing? Yeah.
It's just crazy. Something ain't right about it. Look, it hurt my bones to my body to know that it's like they framing the Darryin, and Darryin just so slow that he can't speak up for himself.
Well, we don't know what he said. Let's scratch that now. We do not know what he has told detectives. We don't know what that boy told him. That boy might have been 50.
Right. And that's probably why he ain't charged with murder yet.
That boy might have been told all of it. I was over here. I was with a sweet mama. He could have been with a sweet mama that night. We don't know.
Miss Angie, he charged with kidnap, right? But he charged with the shit that the damn neighbors said.
Well, what she said, I saw him
in February.
But I saw him.
But every world knows that.
But look,
he
everything
charged with the kidnap.
But everything he's charged with is from somebody else's mouth.
He gets charged with the neighbor said.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's charged with everything she claimed on day 1. 2, now here comes the neighbor. So everything he said, she said. That's the guy on the video.
He's charged right now with they charge. Which they shouldn't even bring that charge up. The detectives went to his house and they interviewed him and he pressed charge.
Well, they did, PG. It's out now. Now we can do this Texas law. This is how they practice.
But he's not charged with the kidnapping the baby in the house. He getting charged right now.
Oh no, he was charged with kidnapping the baby at the house. Yes, he was.
No. He getting charged with the kidnap from the neighbor.
Yeah. Well, TG, have you followed the story? The first 2 charges were kidnapping burglary.
Yes, ma'am. You know TG breaking news gonna break it.
Well, I'm just telling you, that was the first 2 charges I saw.
Right now, he really getting charged with the kidnap that the neighbors said he did. Because they don't have nothing on him to charge him with a kidnap. We see him come and did it and kill the baby. That's why he's not. He's only getting charged with the February charge. Yes.
Well, I don't agree with that.
He was arrested
we've already seen that.
that came out.
But we've already seen that already. Day one, those were the first 2 charges he got charged with.
Miss Shenanigan. He getting charged with the kidnap in February. They charged him when they picked him up until he got a lawyer. They can't charge him with shit because they ain't got nothing on him. So they sticking what the neighbor said. That's what he getting charged with.
Crystal, come on up so I can end this live, please. I'm going to drop everybody down.
I'm sorry.
Bye.
But that's what he getting charged.
Okay, thank you, baby. Okay.
2 charges of kid. Oh, so somebody said 2 charges of kid.
I just told you that. He was originally charged with kidnapping and burglary.
Okay.
Crystal?
I heard the same thing.
Yeah.
Once he got the lawyer, he cannot get charged. Well, they tried to charge him with kidnapping out that house. He's not getting charged with that right now. He ain't even getting charged with murder. He getting charged for the charge that the damn neighbor said put. That's what he getting charged with.
Yeah.
He getting charged for the neighbor charge.
You have anything you'd like to add before you leave, ma'am?
He definitely is. He getting charged with the neighbor charge, y'all. That's why I be like, I just be sitting here listening and watching. I promise y'all on everything that Darryin is getting charged with the kidnapping out the man house, not the lady house.
Well, TG, they already got articles, baby, with it in the articles.
Some art.
So they lying now.
Listen. He's getting charged right now.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm telling you, his original charges was already murder and
until he got his lawyer. He getting charged from the neighbor. The neighbor. That's the charge that's stuck with him. Okay. Y'all laughing now. Y'all gonna be like,
we all laughing because we've already been covered this already, PG. Look, somebody said this. Hey, look, Crystal, say what you got to say. We're gonna end it. You gonna end this live. Thank y'all for joining me.
I just be glad when everybody's arrested that is involved. It was more than just a one-man job, and I'm gonna stick with it.
Well, what do you think about the picture of the friend standing by Cameron in that balloon release?
Yeah.
The fact that I told you I thought that the person that was in that second video possibly was a darker skinned person.
Yes. He does resemble that to me.
Okay.
If TG can mute up, let's just see if the sound is different.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said if you can mute up, let's just see if the sound is different.
I'll mute.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that does resemble him. I do. And it's just odd to me that he has gloves on and a beanie on. Yeah. He does to me he resembles that person.
And like I said, in 90-degree heat, who wears plastic gloves? Who wears a beanie? Who wears a long sleeve shirt, long pants? They're out in Texas, out in the open. It's a sunny day, and they're getting ready to do a balloon release.
Mm-hmm.
And I pondered that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Who does that? Now you got to look at another black man with dreads, standing just as tall as Cameron does, about as the same physiology and physique as Cameron is, and he's standing right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked last night on another channel holder's channel, who is he?
Mm-hmm.
That's
until
that's
until the name Honcho came up.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Want to play?
And I wanted to know who he was.
I really think that's Cameron's brother. And that's the same person y'all describing. That's the same person that was breaking in the car.
How do you know? I'll be your friend to the end. They won't.
Yeah, it seemed like TG, when you muted up, the echo disappeared.
I'm gonna come on mute. I'm unmuting and muting and mute.
Oh, Satan, I'm dead.
No, but hey, John Q, I ain't got no more apps up. I did delete my apps, but
I'm getting ready.
I'm here.
I'm getting ready.
I'm here.
I don't know what I'm getting ready to do.
I know what you're getting ready to do, Angela.
I'm going to go crawl to bed and give thanks to the Father. What I'm getting ready.
But it just seemed like when
what y'all gonna do when I'm not in Tennessee next week or this week? What is y'all gonna do?
Miss
I'm going up north. I'm gonna bring you more crazy commentary. Jesus,
I'm echoing like a motherfucker because John Q said I'm echoing. They gotta.
Your mouth. Yes, I told you that, ma'am.
No, but for real, I'll be in Tennessee in August. I'm coming to see you, girl.
Oh, Jesus, I'm gonna be up north for a while. If some children will let me stay for a while, we'll see what they do.
Okay, well that's what it is.
I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna see my hubby. I'm coming to see my hubby.
I know that's right.
Look, I'm gonna be on Lake Michigan filming. Long as them thugs don't steal my damn laptop on my phone while I'm
don't mention Michigan.
Look, I hate to be going live. Here come 7 thugs. The 7 thugs come run up and steal my damn laptop on my cell phone while I'm going live. Oh, Jesus. My brother acting damn fool. That no talking like, you just stole my damn telephone. Then a cell phone while she going live. He be ready to blow up the whole damn city. Oh, Jesus. God help. I better not say nothing else. Because you know Chicago is rough.
I wanted to mention also, Angela, that Air Force did say for those that would like to light a candle for cash, you can go to the Magnolia Funeral Home on their website and do so.
Oh.
Thank you, Air Force.
Another thing I want to discuss too before I check out of here. It's a 3-hour live. Why did we not hear anything about funeral arrangements? I have Googled and Googled.
It's there.
There was never nothing.
Out there. It's out there. It's on Facebook.
Well, I never saw anything in the Google that they have a funeral. Well, I can tell you yesterday I pulled up stuff and there's nothing that comes up about a funeral.
They must have made it private because it was out there because I think I screenshotted that one. I have to look through my phone. Man. I think I screenshotted that one. It is a funeral.
Thank you, Pepper. Thank you so much. Okay, Air Force is a private funeral. Yeah, because I think I saw on Molly's channel where something was said that he got to view the body Trevor privately before I guess the rest of the people saw the body. Well, how you see it and you supposed to be turning yourself into the law? I'll wait.
If Trevor see it, and I can guarantee you this, they're gonna arrest him.
Well, they said he saw the body, paid his respects privately.
They're gonna arrest him for his charge that he ran away from.
You mean he abandoned the children? Is what you're saying?
No, they're gonna arrest him for his charges he ran away from.
Well, we know that, but I'm saying he also abandoned his children.
He did. If he's still living.
Oh, Satan, I'm dead.
So question for John Q. You've been looking at the video, right?
Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. I'm dead.
The girl's about to call you SP.
Okay, now you coming off this live now.
She's talking about me. Cause I'm over here, like I'm literally.
TG,
you know I don't fuck with that lady.
TG, she must be talking about better.
I know better.
Yes. You know we don't do people's names in the chat.
I know. That lady talking about me. She gotta be.
No, she's asking me a question.
No, she being slick. Ain't nobody studying TG.
John Q.
Yeah.
John Q, I'm fucking with you.
So John Q, you've been watching the videos, right? Analyzing them?
Yes, I've been looking at them.
And do you notice at all if the person has gloves on? In the black and white video.
There is a sign in the night vision of some kind of covering over the hands. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
Let's take a number count. How many people believe gloves was worn by the perpetrator in video 1?
Yeah.
Well, and how many people think a hair was put in and made it look like a long neck?
How many people in the chat saw gloves in video 1? Drop a 1.
Yeah. I think it was a glove on that boy hand.
1.
I can't get in the chat and do it, but yeah, I do. I do think it.
2, 3. Myself 4. John, what about you?
Did y'all see how they switched the babies?
John, are you gonna answer?
I'm here.
Did y'all see that?
5.
Cash laid in the bed.
Say again, Miss Angela.
Do you believe there were gloves worn in video 1?
It appears as though that the hands were covered.
7, 8.
Yes.
Whether it might have been vinyl, latex, or plastic.
You know I don't care about that. You know the queen don't care about what kind of gloves it was.
Yeah. But it appears as though that there was some kind of hand contact.
I think that's that black boy standing up there with his homeboy with the camera on.
Yeah.
That's your ace. That's your ace boom boom. Ride or die. I tell you what, Texas got the death penalty.
And they're gonna try to get that boy the death penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
What is Monica's last name? Gerard, Joel. Joel, you just coming up out your sleep. Good God Almighty. you came up out like damn Thriller. What's her name? Where the hell you been, Joel? She got a black person's last. Look, Monica Shawinski got a black person's first name. I'm dead. Did y'all catch that? Sherrod. That black man first name. Bye, Anya. Stay woke.
Did y'all not know Monica used her last name as Brown as well?
Boy, I'm going to turn on my stereo.
Where'd you get that from?
Say what? John Q.
Yeah, where did you get that Monica used?
Brown before. Let her
okay. She was messing with Brown, but where did she get the last name Brown from?
John Q.
I'm asking y'all.
You don't ask us. You tell us. They asking you.
No, I said, did y'all know she was using the last
name?
That's
why they asking you, TG, to tell them.
Shit, I'm asking y'all.
You can't ask us if you don't know.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I was just asking, did y'all know she was using the last name Brown?
No, Sherlock. We did not know she was using the last name Brown. Would you like to elaborate on that information, ma'am?
No, I don't know. I just know she was dating.
Look at Omi. Wait a minute. Omi. I want everybody to stop. Omi, hit the link.
Oh, see, Omi, they got the last. See, Omi even put the last, all the last names of that crazy.
The link, Omi.
And then she's using the last name Thomas as well.
Oh, you've been stealing folks.
See. Damn. That lady crazy. Every boyfriend she meet, they name, every last name gotta be hers.
Wait, you left one out. You left out Keys.
See, shenanigans. I can't play with you. Not tonight.
I'm done with
that. I must be my damn
every boyfriend, she used their last name. And said
a YouTuber now has a harem.
How you can marry all these people? I'm done.
What somebody said, how you pregnant, Monica Whiskey? You got your tubes tied. Shut the hell up. That's a mighty sperm, Shawinski. Oh, y'all didn't know that. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
She used so many names. Every boyfriend, she had their last name.
Well, I want to know how you got how you pregnant with your tubes tied.
No, but she had a baby, and the baby. Wait a minute, she had a baby, and
she lost it.
Her baby lost. She lost her baby.
Monica is a grand manipulator. I don't believe nothing come out that half his mouth.
What really happened to her son, Levon Levy? What happened to his daddy? Ain't that the daddy they say committed suicide?
I don't know about that. Please, y'all, please stop.
I want to know what happened to her baby that they said died of SIDS.
And her
somebody put a pill over his face.
Natural cause or overdose and all of that.
Whatever.
He had so many names of how he died. First it's overdose, then natural cause, and then this and then that.
Almost said Eric knows. Only hit the lady.
Right about that lady. She used every boyfriend name as her last name.
Well, she's a possessive woman. That's what possessive women do. They meet a guy 2 weeks later. Their name is Brown, Johnson, Shawinski. It's all the same. What's your name? Shawinski? Brown? No, that ain't your last name. Yes, it is. That's my boy. Yes, it is. Girl, you get my last name.
Took over the whole family.
Yeah, took over. A lot of women like that. They meet a guy all 2 weeks. They already taking over, talking about their last name, his name. We married. How many people you done met in life and told you they was married to somebody who was not legally married? That's Monica.
Got away from her ass.
That's Monica.
That bitch found them. They went to the fucking vacation home. That bitch found Tim Williams. Okay.
TG, calm down. Damn.
No. I'm gonna stop. Okay,
look. She strikes me as probably that person. She meets a guy, gets possessive, and she claims her name. And their EBT card. I'm dead.
Mm-hmm. See, I said I was gonna.
I want to know. Did you get an EBT card for them children? I'll wait.
Yeah, she done saw her eat her food stamps and everything.
Yeah, she did. But that kitchen was too clean to be cooking.
Okay, but why that kitchen was clean and everything else was junky? Shut up, Queen.
Because that was a walkthrough.
Because you knew MTV Cribs was coming. Bye.
See, y'all telling me to stop.
Now she's sitting in her crib.
Don't you talk about MTV Cribs came.
That kitchen was the cleanest kitchen in that.
And then you turned that corner and some water. Bye.
That door went through hell and back.
And look, he walking through that like he walking through a 6,000 square foot.
But
this is what we keep our Lexus and our porches and shit.
We're gonna step into this room. Now we come through the glass door.
And then the freezer's right here. Freezers.
We're gonna step in here into this little itty room with this.
Ignore the cockroach.
Did this boy just say and he walked past the freezers? Did y'all hear that interview? He said, and then he walked past the freezers.
Say hi to the roaches.
What the fuck the freezers got to do with a motherfucking kidnap your brother?
TG.
Some damn toys are like 18 months.
We're gonna put you in timeout
for 18
No,
months.
I'm putting myself in timeout.
Timeout.
He showed out.
Go get the
No,
phone.
for real, he did say
He gonna say
that.
something about
He
deep
did
breath.
a whole fucking MVT TV.
And I MVT. I'm
Let her house out.
Good. MVT.
Night Owl. I'm not cutting up, but
She said I'm muted. How did the MVT?
He did it all. And then he said, and then here's the freezers. He went right past the freezers. And then he went to the garage. I'm like, what the freezers got to do with him going a kidnapping girl?
Let me tell you something.
Explain it like that.
Y'all better
where the fuck the motherfucker.
Wait a minute.
I just know he came and got my baby.
PG, calm down. The point is, where the front door at? Not door, but door.
Shit, the front door was in the room where them kids were living, sleeping in.
Bam. Come on with me.
There's another door. Yep.
Because that was an outside door in that room.
You can easily come in and out.
Yeah. So, Shazam. So that's why
I think that's where everything went down in that room.
That's the reason why the kitchen was clean, because this is the assets y'all use. And you had the nerve to bring that damn magazine up in there from the UK through that kitchen. That's the only room you clean, because you couldn't do nothing with the other rooms. It took too damn long. Come on, Queen.
Thank you, Pepper. Yes. And then what really, I'm like, everybody, like John Q in here and everybody, y'all and Molly and all of them, y'all really have to stay focused. A killer gonna tell on themselves. And that was the first person.
Put your thinking caps on.
I don't remember no fish tank. Please stop it, please. I don't remember
the
nothing
fish
about the
tank
fish
was
tank.
running. You can put the shit in your head. You can put headsets on and hear that.
Was there any fishes in there?
What
also, let me tell y'all this. Shenanigan. I invested so hard to where you hear a little snoring going on in the background.
John,
is somebody really snoring? You hear a little snoring going on.
John Q snoring?
Well, it sure the hell ain't me, because I'm muted up.
Yes. I love
Wait a minute. Crystal ain't you, it ain't me, it ain't John. John Q, that's you up here snoring. You ought to be shaming yourself.
No. I said, when y'all put the headsets on, you hear a little snoring in that motherfucking background, too.
Where?
In, that boy house.
Okay, you know what? It's enough now, seriously.
No, seriously. Y'all hear a little snoring? Remember when the boy said he was asleep? He like been playing like he was asleep.
Homie, what you got to say? I'm out of here. Homie, come on.
You hear?
I don't know.
Homie.
Don't tell me you hear Cameron snoring now.
Not Cameron, not the baby. No. You hear the man on the TV, the little boy Cameron on the TV saying, and I was asleep 2 feet away.
Girl, look at criminal imagination.
Like period, like for real. Like
and he was probably playing like
seriously,
he was
just getting set up. That's
away.
it.
He was playing like he was.
Jessica, I agree. He was wrong to leave them children there. That's why Trevor didn't give a damn about himself. See, that's why you trying to tell people to stay woke. People tell you what they made of and what they're about. He let you know he'll give a damn about nothing and nobody.
The whole truth on the fucking
I hear a lot of
live on his damn.
Can you not hear me, baby?
Social media.
I hear you. I hear
this damn TG
and
me.
Echo.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Everybody be quiet. Let Omi talk so I can get off of here. Omi, what you have to say?
Okay. I'm gonna mute
I already
myself.
said it.
I didn't hear you.
We didn't hear you.
I say what? I said that.
Again.
I said that it's just period that DB is just getting set up. That's it.
Okay. Jessica says the same thing. Okay. Night Owl says everybody was tired of the children.
Yeah,
Oh, Deborah says Monica's known for identity theft. Landon aunt said that when she stole her brother ID and stole his stimulus check. Oh, and her
Monica has a rap sheet.
She said Monica threatened to kill her and she had to buy a gun.
Oh, and that's what I think will happen.
Those addicts, they're so conniving, you know.
I think they killed Trevor with his stimulus check. Why he had to do an audio video? Yes,
I can't with this echo. I'll be back in the chat.
Miss Shenanigan. That lady just hit it on the nose. She hit it on the nose. I think they killed Mr. Trevor for his stimulus check.
Well, Trevor is alive. Damn, you been drinking. Get off this live.
Well, y'all seen his face? Have anybody seen his face?
Well, no, we haven't. That's what the police said in one of the articles I brought. We can't verify that it's him on that YouTube video talking.
If y'all seen his face, then I will apologize to him personally.
Okay. Look, Night Owl says Trevor is alive.
Okay, Night Owl. You seen his face then?
This is a mean live at 3:20. I'm getting ready to come off from here because I'm over my time. I want to thank you all for joining me.
Call me when you get off.
PG, I am going to bed.
Oh, okay. Well, call me when you wake up. Call me 2 days later, 3 days later. That's not way too long.
Okay, TG. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, love y'all. Okay. Lord TG. Okay, I love y'all, but thank y'all. And John Q.
Yes.
John Q.
Yes.
What's your opinion on this for real?
Oh my goodness.
No,
Miss Angela wants to close the live, and I don't blame her because
I'm asking you,
it's
do
late.
you think Darrien was set up?
Right now,
because I know you like to debunk people and all
no,
that.
I don't.
Oh, she did tell you like debunk people. What that mean?
A debunk? I don't know about that, but I know what I see with my eyes.
So what do you see in your eyes?
What I see right now is a lot of conflictive information on this case.
Okay. But in your eyes, what do you, like literally, when you see the video, what do you see?
Is a lot of conflicting information on this case.
Okay.
And I'm sure you see it.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat sees it. Miss Angela's been talking about it. Every other channel holder that's been covering the case is talking about it. So it's.
And we all can't say the same thing if we don't see the same thing. What we see.
Right. I said these cases are a matter of perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes
but your
I don't
input
like
is
to say
just as
nothing
good.
until facts come out, but the more I see, the more I see. And I see them trying to frame old little boy. I mean, they be like, he broke in cars. He was a nuisance. Okay, he might be a nuisance, but at the end of the day, he may not be the one being the nuisance. Because I also see the people that they said broke in cars, it was not Darrien. That boy's shorter than Darrien.
And to your perception, that's what you see.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Who's shorter than Darrien?
The guy in the car.
Who?
With the doorbell video.
Oh. Okay.
I personally don't think that's Darrien. I seen him in the gate. That's him looking at somebody's gate. Yes. But him getting in that, holding the car door, I don't see that as Darrien. And why would Darrien look at somebody's gate? That's him looking in the gate. That is him.
And the thing about it is that Angela is dead. Okay? Right about now.
Okay. Good night.
I want to leave. You want to leave. She wants to leave.
I'm getting ready to get Greyhound, what I'm getting ready to go do. Yeah, I'm up late. I'm not gonna get on a damn Greyhound bus.
I mean, you can hang out, Angela. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I'm getting bags under my eyes from just hanging out late.
You good, Miss Shenanigan. Call me whenever you can or tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
However.
Okay.
And thank
we'll
you,
talk to you later, Miss Baby.
thank everybody, cause I love Shenanigan. That's some girls, so don't never ever hear anything different.
Okay, ma'am.
Love y'all.
Thank you, TG. Okay.
No problem.
Okay, baby. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was Miss TG. Okay. Well, it's just me and the John.
Wow. I see what, like I said on my channel tonight, how you do it is how you do it. And for you to do it the way you do, that's what I said is God blessed. Because you're able to get through a lot of it.
Deborah, what you want to tell me? Look, Omi said, catch me outside. Y'all need to stop. Y'all so silly.
Catch you outside for what?
Teenagers living in that drugs house. There was a bunch of people coming through there. Yeah, see, that's where I have the problem. When you have a lot of people coming in your house, I mean, and it's no shade to people that like to take in people, family members, whatever, but it can be a dangerous situation because if something is to pop off, then what? And that's what people don't understand about having a lot of traffic in your house. Anything can jump off.
Just like this story.
So when you start talking about, because that's something else we ain't talked about. That probably be my next video. I could do a video every day just on the stuff that comes out of Monica Sherrod's mouth. Safe haven. I could do a video on that. What the hell are you talking about? Safe haven means traffic. So who's to say how many people have come in and out? Who's to say who could have a vendetta or this, a sick fascination with children, whatever? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't know?
Right. What says it is a safe haven to begin with all that happening, you know? Yeah. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. If I go on live or something like that, it's when I'm ready. It's always when I'm ready. I have a lot of things to say. And that's why my lives are about just as long as yours is tonight, if not a little over or a little under.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to go this long.
Yeah. But Miss Angela, I love you. I do.
You too, honey.
You got some love coming from New York to you and your channel to hold it down the way you do.
Oh my gosh, I love New York. I wish I could go. Oh my gosh, I wish I could go visit.
And everybody in the chat that holds it down. You got Air Force One. You've got Miss Crystal Moore.
Now,
I just promoted her tonight on my channel to hold my channel down.
Yes. You got the best with you. But I will say this much before I check out of here.
Yeah,
you have to stay woke. I tell people this all the time when you're talking about these true crime stories. You have to stay on what was given to you, whether it's the truth or not. The fact that this young man has not been arrested says a lot to me. Either way, could be that they're just gathering information. It could be that he's actually guilty. Okay. Now we factor in the fact that the autopsy is being prolonged. Why? 1 month?
In the Kanika Jenkins case, the same thing happened.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It came back after 2 weeks, inconclusive, only for them a month later to the date, nearly, to come back with hypothermia. And we all knew that she did not die of hypothermia.
Okay.
Yeah. Whether they gave her a rape kit did not show up in the autopsy. And to find out later that a fellow physician who had not performed autopsies before performed the autopsy on Kanika. And so we all know what a fellow is. It is a physician practicing in the medical examiner's office for a certain term and a certain time until they can get the certificate of a medical examiner. So when we have that kind of information coming up out of that case, how efficient, how effective, how accurate was the medical examiner during the autopsy? So I'm waiting for the autopsy to come out too.
Terrible situation.
Yeah, it is.
Horrible, horrendous.
It is.
For those of you who follow me, oh golly, I just had something on my mind, and most of you know what it is. It's about Mr. Carr, who is missing. His family has not reached out to me for some reason. I don't know why. They have not. I've talked to them originally weeks ago. Nobody will call me back to tell me something pertaining to his disappearance. And now I'm starting to really get a little leery because I'm like, what am I missing? Because
you weren't contacted since that phone call that
I have not talked to the sister in a couple of weeks, her or the cousin, and I'm trying to figure out why. The friend that was supposed to talk to me to give me information about their friendship, they room together, nothing. I messaged him yesterday to say, hey, I'd like to talk to you. Would you please share? Nothing. He was actually, on Messenger at the time when I sent the message. So now I'm starting to wonder, what am I dealing with? Because I'm 2 minutes from wanting to go back out to the said location. Y'all don't start. And
it'd be good if you take a pause on it and allow a little bit of time for that message to get out and wait like you would, and then you can draw a little bit more from it to say what you feel, as you always do.
I think I need to do what Doug had told me, to contact the person who's working the story here locally and talk to somebody and see if they'll give me any information, because I just think it's strange that I've reached out to these people and I've talked to these two people and now they won't even respond. And I think the commentary I brought has been very professional pertaining to their loved one, because I would never do anything, to my knowledge, disrespectful to him. Because like I said, I don't know if he's alive or deceased. So, but I have to also weigh every angle pertaining to his disappearance. And I'm just wondering, am I missing something?
It'll come to you, because my thoughts about the West case out of California, Bakersfield, was to contact ABC 23 and speak with Byron Wang about his follow-up on the case, because anything that the Bakersfield Police Department is following up on, you usually get a little bit more news coverage as to the reason for the follow-up, and maybe even have the chief of police or the lead detective to give you some insight as to where they are.
Yeah. Well, I thought about that. I thought about contacting the detective.
Right.
Ask him what they have right now. Let him know I'm a YouTuber, because it's strange that when I was in that town, if I'm familiar with the town, I just think it's weird that those people I talked to at that hardware store, knew what the hell I was talking about. Only the young guy in the back who worked in the back knew the story. And I thought, what the hell? What do you mean? And I talked to strangers. I just walked up to strangers and said, hey, don't mean to bother you. Have you heard of the story of the missing black male at the halfway house? No, ma'am, I haven't.
And no one could tell you anything but the woman that you interviewed.
No, the young boy in the hardware store told me about the rumors that he had heard he was already dead. That it was a drug bust at the house, that he was dead. But he did say, I didn't believe it. I said, okay. So then I talked to another lady, a Caucasian lady, because everybody in the store was white except for me. I'm the only black bird in there. I talked to him. I talked to a white lady. I talked to another white lady. 1, 2, 3. I talked to another white young girl.
I talked to another older white lady. I talked to the other white man that worked there. I talked to another young white girl. And one young white girl up front, she knew a little more. She'd heard a little stuff. It's just amazing how all these people, the older lady, the older man hadn't heard nothing. The one other white lady hadn't heard nothing. The other white lady in the store, she hadn't heard nothing. But the younger people had. You know, young people talk. It's just weird. There's something off about this story. There is something peculiar about what the fuck happened in that halfway house. And I believe some people at that house know what happened. And I got a funky feeling that the person that I know of is involved in the disappearance of Chad Carr.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was tempted to call a certain person today. And I was scared to dial the number, thinking if I dial it, what are they going to say? Are they going to act belligerent, blah, blah, blah? But I just want to ask him, what happened to him? Were you there when he went missing? Just tell me the truth. What do you know?
Follow your instinct.
But I wanted to go out there at late night when I thought everybody would be asleep, and I would film live in the dark to show people what it would be like the night he disappeared, as far as viewing, seeing, hearing a person if they were screaming, hollering. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Show you the distance between the house over here, the house over here, the road down the street where that lady who I talked to at Bubba J said the people came and knocked on her door asking, had she seen anything? I want to bring you all a visual in the dark. That way you can say, what the? He wouldn't have walked down there. You get me? You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
The dark, there's nothing, you can't see anything, because in the county, in the area where I live, they don't give you street lights usually in the county. You don't get street lights until you enter in the city.
Right. And it's the same thing with upstate New York. Just before you get to the city, as you go further out into upstate New York to past the different counties, the lights get fewer and fewer and dimmer and dimmer until you get out to roads that don't have lights either.
But I'm telling you all, because, you know, I was very transparent in that live. After that, I'm telling you, that was the scariest moment in my life when I went back there in that holler on that damn one road. I said, Jesus, I'm going to be a YouTube story. What the am I doing back here? Because the first thing I thought was, if this car stops back here, you are going to have to walk your way out of here.
You by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And then what do?
Pray that I don't end up like Chadwick Carr. Because here you got a black woman in a predominantly white area, stuck and stranded in the back of the holler, walking on a road, trying to find safety. And God forbid I stopped at the wrong house or somebody to ask for help. Sweet Jesus.
Mm-hmm. That's how usually another story begins. When you're all by yourself.
Yeah. So I said I was going to get two guys I know to ride out there with me in the wee hour, and then I'd film live the house, and then down to Frost Bottom Road where they went looking for him, because that lady in Bubba J said she lives off of Frost Bottom. So I was going to show people the circumference of the house, the railroad tracks, and then go down that road to Frost Bottom. You all time it, how long it would take me to get from the house to Frost Bottom, and ask yourself logically, would he have walked that road in the dark?
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous out there, I'm telling you, because there's no sidewalks. I live in an area predominantly
there are no sidewalks. There's certain areas that will have sidewalks in the little East Tennessee towns, but not everywhere has sidewalks. When you go out into the county, which that's where this is, it's rural, there are no sidewalks. So my thing is, would he have walked that stretch just bored, talking on the phone? I can't see the heat to do it.
Yeah, doing a particular thing at that particular time.
Yeah, on the phone, I can't see it.
Right.
Yeah.
See, when you do it yourself, it's a whole different parameter of the case. When you hear it from someone else, you can't put it on paper. You know, it becomes a blank piece of paper. I can't understand what you're seeing, what you're experiencing until it shows up. When someone can give you a diagram or a picture, because we all think in pictures, you know, but for you to go there to experience what you did says a lot. And to try to convey it into words is an entirely different thing for other people to see.
Yeah. And that's why I wanted to go in the dark. I brought it to you in the light, but I'd rather bring it to you in the dark because that's when he went missing. So you can't really get a visual. You know how a visual aid is, it's best to do it in the time that the person went missing. He went missing in the dark, 9:30. I want to bring that to you because it's more authentic to bring it to you at night to say, hell no, he wouldn't have walked. You understand what I'm saying? He wouldn't have walked down that road for what? You can't see
9:30 looks like.
And that's right. That's what I want to bring you. It's 9:30 dark. I want to bring it to you authentic, what it looked like at that time of night, the distance between both houses. I want to take you down the road to Frost Bottom Road where that lady lived. And you say to yourself visually, could he have walked down that road just to chit chat on the phone, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Would he have walked in the dark? Would he have felt safe to walk, you know, talking on the phone? Because the sister said, well, he likes to walk and talk. Well, my thing is this. Did he walk and talk up the path from the house? Or was he the type to walk down the path and then hit that main road, which would have been Dutch Valley?
Right.
And then walk that road either direction, talking to you on the phone or whoever the hell he likes to talk to.
And right now they couldn't even identify any kind of GPS location on him.
Hell, they're saying he was last at the house, at the halfway house outside. Right. But see, we don't know where outside because the property is a nice size property. So as I stood where I stood over the railroad tracks, I'm giving you a visual during daylight at the house. You really can't even see the house because I'm a little ways from the house because the house sits back off the road. You got to go up a little hill to the house. So that's what I'm saying. Was he up there, up at the house, or was he down at the road and got taken?
Right.
Because it's not a short
distance between the two.
The house don't sit right off the road.
Right.
It's the road, grass, and go up a nice little lawn up to a house. It's a 2-story house.
Sitting way in the back.
Way in the back.
But what you were able to do was at least come back, thank God, to us and be able to share that experience with us as a point in the case to say this is to be continued. Really, it's a lot. It's a lot.
But the thing that's strange is I talked to the sister, I talked to a cousin, and I'm trying to figure out, I had a good rapport with them during my conversation. I'm trying to figure out why none of these people will answer my phone call now. Strange thing.
And the strangest thing that usually arrives.
I'm not blocked because I can call through the numbers. Come on, y'all, stop it now.
Yeah, the strangest thing to arrive is the strangest thing that holds more the truth than anything else. You'll get your answer, Angela. You will. You will.
You know what I'm thinking to myself is the worst case scenario.
back in that damn holler where the hell I was on that damn dusty ass road. Maybe somebody took him back up and died. You got to understand, Tennessee is vast land. It is nothing but woods, trees. That's what I'm surrounded by.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. You know, when I went to Birmingham, Alabama, to my aunt's house,
Jesus Christ,
down there where my father was born.
That's a crooked place down
there. Yeah, you're talking about roads that you don't travel alone.
Hey, Evie.
Roads you don't travel alone.
And that's what we've said. If I can explain that to you guys, where I was, the black man is not revered back up and through there. So I took a chance going back up in there. See, what I had assumed was that road was closer to the food city. So that's what threw me off. So when I kept riding, I missed the turn, which got me turned around. I had to go back through the little small town, through the downtown area, cross up under a bridge. And then when I came up, Google didn't tell me, oh, turn right. But I saw the street sign and I thought, oh, Dutch Valley. But I kept driving forward anyway like a dumbass. And I blame myself for that. It's like, why you didn't turn back around? You should have turned back around.
But I know you're tired, dear. I know you've been up long.
Thank you all so much. Yes, 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Good, strong live tonight.
I will bring you all more content. I'm going to try to, I don't know. I'm going to try to reach out to somebody who can help me with this story about Mr. Carr and get more information, since nobody now wants to reach out to me to tell me something that's going on with him, which I think is very peculiar, because she said she wanted to get his name out there. And I just think it's strange that you wouldn't even call me back after I told you who I was, what I was going to do. You approved me to bring his information to my channel, and now there's nothing.
Right.
It's very strange to me.
And I'll continue to do my part handling the case that I have in front of me concerning Orrin and Orson West, classic and sincere.
Yeah.
And I know whatever you find out, you'll bring awareness on your channel as well as I'll do mine. But like I said, you're a little bit on more so than I am. Thank goodness. Because you bring me up to speed as to a lot of these different stories coming out. And I thank God for that.
PG, thank you all for the compliments. Thank you so much. Y'all are so sweet. But guess what? In the next week or two, the queen is out of here. She's going to the Shy, baby. So I'll be filming from Chicago. Woo! Y'all better hope that little baby brother don't try to kidnap me and make me stay up there. Because I think he's going to kind of, be like, you don't go, why you can't go back? And I'll be like, oh, Lord, I can't do no winters up there. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Didn't we see you on YouTube? Aren't you the shenanigan woman that we've been listening to on YouTube? Oh my God.
I can't do the winters up there. As much as I love Chicago, I'm telling you, I can't do that winter. That I just can't do the snow. I'm spoiled. Yeah. Okay, no, I'll let you all know when I go out there. I could see them threaten. Who would be threatened? Criminal Imagination. Who would be threatened? Because there's something hanky-panky going on. It's got to be, because something's not adding up, that everybody's now falling silent. Don't you find that odd? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something that is probably going to backfire in my face, but I'm going to call somebody who was at the halfway house.
It's a good move.
I'm going to call the person again and see if they'll answer and see if they'll talk to me.
Just to let them know how serious it is. Yeah.
They know how serious it is. This person is very ignorant. Very ignorant. And I just think it's strange that when I last talked to this person about this crime, they hung up on me.
Yeah, well, a good thing that I normally do is if I make a phone call and someone hangs up or is very evasive on giving me information of anything that I may be going after, I usually call back, give them a little time, let about 4 or 5 days sit through.
Well, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Well, it's been a couple weeks, so I'm gonna call the person. Matter of fact, when I get off the live, I'm gonna call the person.
Okay. You're a woman who follows your instinct. That's for sure.
Yes, I contacted the family. Yes, I did. And we talked. Everything was Gucci as a couple weeks ago, but now they won't respond to my phone call. So I don't know if it's just stress or, what they're going through, because I'm not in their shoes, so I can't say, but I'm going to call the person who was at the halfway house living, and I'm going to see if they will try to open up to me about what happened to chat with Carr. I got a feeling this person was there the night he went missing. And that is my ultimate fear, is that this person was there. That's the part that scares me the most.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they hung up on me, because they're like, this damn fucking Angela. You know what I'm saying? She don't let up.
What is she going for? What is she digging at?
Yeah.
Calling. Yeah.
So I'm going to try to see if they'll answer the phone, but I'm going to do that when I get off this live, and I will bring you all up to speed or whatever happens. But I'm going to do something I don't normally do, because I don't involve myself in cases. I'm not like a lot of YouTubers that's trying to do stuff for views and all that. I just don't work like that. I will probably call the detective and see if he will talk to me and see if I can do a one-on-one interview with Detective Slater pertaining to this crime.
Mm-hmm. And then follow the line, down the line, where it goes.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm just gonna talk to him. Thank you, Tanya. I'm just gonna talk to him and tell him I'm who I am, and will you talk to me so I can give people information, because there are people who are curious to the story and they're wondering what's going on, because that's something that some of the people said, the young people said at the store. Well, we were just wondering why we hadn't heard anything. We didn't know what happened, because we ain't heard nothing else. John, it's very strange. Oh,
it is. So whatever it is that you do, Miss Angela, I'd be with you. God bless you for what you do. God bless those people that are on cases like this, that stick their neck out just to bring awareness.
Yeah, I ain't trying to stick my neck way out there.
Yeah, don't do that. We already know somebody that's got their neck way out there on a story.
Yes. John Q, please promote your channel.
Oh my God, you got to promote
my channel. Somebody asked.
Oh, somebody asked. Okay, well, with your permission. John Q is my channel. It's under my name. Just put it in the Google search. I'm going to be the very first person on that screen that pops up with the avatar, my picture. That is me. I do shoot pool on the picture at the top of the screen. If you bump into the movie John Q, you're in the wrong neighborhood.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that's what I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, mine. That's why I spell mine John Q, and then the word Q. And Google let me have it, and I said I'll take it. And I've had that going on 4 years now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you was on that long. Okay.
Yeah, little by little, just like we all, start as content creators.
Sure. But I want to thank you, Mr. Q. I want to thank all my people who watch. I'm almost at 7,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much. Share my name, like, share, subscribe, hit my community posts. I will be bringing you more information after I talk to everybody tomorrow pertaining to Chat with Carr. I will come back on and do a live. It won't be letting you all come up. I'll just talk to you briefly, let you know what I found out, and pray for me in this witching hour. I'm getting ready to go into the abyss when I come off of the live.
and talk to somebody who I do believe was at that house the night Chadwick Carr went missing. Pray for me and pray that this person will trust me to talk to me.
Amen.
And tell me what happened that night, May 1st. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your comments on my community post. Thank you, Mr. John. Thank you, my mods. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Oh, don't forget, Big Sexy 71 IG.
I got it.
Love you all. Thank you all so much. The Queen will be back with more stimulating content. God bless you all. Have a blessed week. Be safe. This is Everyday Shenanigans.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, John. Thank you.